Welcome to the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast, a standalone Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Every episode is a separate, complete adventure, so you can listen to them in any order. We are joined today by Aaron.
Hi guys, I am a level 16 lore bard. I'm a Triton, so I have blue hair, blue skin. I am wearing a sort of a kilt of blue and purple silk scarves around my waist and some gold chains stretched across my chest. I have sharp piranha teeth and I smile a lot. Hi.
Kess.
Hi, I am an Arakokra barbarian, ranger, and fighter multiclass, level 16 total, and I am basically a humanoid falcon. I look like a kestrel, but I am about 5 feet tall, and I have arms and wings, and I carry a bow, and I have some shiny jewelry on me. So yes, I am Kess.
And Olive.
Hey everybody, Olive is a bipedal crocodile. A level 16 Wave the Open Hand Monk. She's wearing a white Jedi-style robe and baggy brown pants.
You all are in the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild Hall. The guild is a large building with a bar, a sitting area with wooden tables and chairs, and a wall with a corkboard and job flyers posted. What are y'all up to today?
Well, I assume we're usually drinking.
Yeah, here.
Yeah!
Yes, Olive introduced me to this new thing called chicken blood, and I like it a lot. Especially if you spike it with some vodka.
I bring out 2 hot mugs for you two as well, and I set one down in front of Aaron and one in front of Kess.
Aaron's not sure that's his bag.
Is this the blood?
Yeah, it's chicken blood. Dr. Crud III brought it in yesterday.
Wonderful. I drink it.
Olive drinks hers and Aaron's as well.
Aaron wonders, is day-old blood considered fresh? Or, I don't know.
Fresher than it is 6 days from now.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Does anybody want to look at the job board?
I guess we could. We could have an adventure today. I got no plans. What about you guys?
I mean, sure. I don't have any plans either. I mean, I don't see too many people around here with shiny things. Do I?
Well, I'm covered in shiny things, but
Oh, except for you.
they're staying on me.
Yes. That is why I'm sitting next to you. I remember.
Okay, hands off. Okay. I'll
Right here.
meander over to the job board while keeping a close eye over my shoulder on the bird with the sticky fingers.
There are 2 flyers posted. One of them is green and looks like it's made from leaves and that kind of fibrous material. Another one is just scribbled on a crumpled piece of paper.
I'm going to read both, but the leaf one first. It's very eye-catching, apparently.
Okay, so the leaf one says, and it's written on silver ink, "You are cordially invited to the grandest competition of all. Bring 2 friends and win the grandest prize of," and in Sylvan something is scribbled out, "and treasure."
Okay. Do we know anyone who speaks Sylvan?
I'm going to get up and follow Aaron.
I also get up and follow Aaron and Kess, and then I have this thing called Tongue of Sun and Moon. I learned to touch the key of other minds so I can understand all spoken languages. Oh, so that's not written. No. Nope. No, I can't read this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just pocket this. What's the other one say?
The other one is crumpled and kind of has like a coffee stain in the top corner, and it says, "A friend has gone missing. The only clue, a fairy ring. Care to help?" And it's signed R.O.
R.O.
We must not neglect this one. We can do both, or we can do this one, but we're not doing this one.
Sure. Are there locations for both of these?
Funny you should say that. I'm gonna need a dex check from every one of you.
Dex check.
Oh, gladly.
Okay.
Gladly.
Sure, I will do a dex check for you.
Just like a straight dex saving throw?
Yes.
Oh, good. I can Diamond Soul to re-roll failed saving throws.
That is a 22
22
from me.
The first one was a 3, and the second one was a natural 1. So natural 1 for the monk plus 10 is 11.
Sorry. Well, Olive, you are now the grand owner The piece of paper that has the silver ink on it kind of poofs in a flash of green sparkles. And Olive, you realize there's a wooden bracelet on your hand that you cannot get off. And Aaron and Kess, your wooden bracelets are just sitting in your palm.
So what does this bracelet have on it? Is it like shiny, or is it just like wooden beads?
It does have silver writing that was similar to the Sylvan that was on the note.
Ooh, okay. I just put it on. and I stare at it for a few minutes. You might have to like distract me or something, or like poke me if you do something else, so I'll be staring at the bracelet.
The bracelet will not come off your wrist if you try to take it off, just as a heads up.
Oh my god. Aaron, don't put it on. I can't get it off.
I put it in my bag of holding.
Okay. What do you want to do from there?
How's Kess's attention span?
I'm still like playing around with the bracelet. I'm just fiddling around. This time with my beak. Like it looks like I'm trying to get it off, or I could just be like touching the beads. You don't really know.
Aaron does a shimmy, and his gold chains tinkle against each other.
Huh? What was that?
Okay, we got her. All right.
I instinctively reach for those gold chains.
Okay. Anyways, let me see here. So we got two things to do. Do we have any idea the location on these two things? I'm wondering if like they're in the same place. We can kind of do both. We'll see.
Yeah, and I didn't write down the napkin one very quickly.
The one from RO.
Yeah. I was too busy gasping.
That one just says, a friend has gone missing. The only clue, a fairy ring. Care to help? And then it's signed RO on the bottom.
Is there an address?
There is. Olive, you know exactly where this address is headed. The address is for the mayor's house in Gardyloo.
Oh my gosh.
What? We like Gardyloo.
Necromancing, child sacrificing, worst mom of the year. All right. It hurts. All right, you guys pick. I don't want to pick.
I don't know if I necessarily need more treasure, but I like saving people.
Wait, which job is that? The one with the treasure?
Treasure is the first one, the competition. The rescue mission has something to do with a fairy ring.
Oh, a ring? I like rings.
Mm-hmm.
Those are nice.
You like rings?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I can have the fairy ring, then sure.
I tell you what, I will not stop you. If you want that fairy ring, it is all yours.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that one then. We can do that one.
Okay.
All right. I
All
guess
right.
we're heading to Gardyloo.
Olive, you game?
Okay. All right. So I tell you guys how I got to Gardyloo in the past, which was by train?
Yeah, it was by train.
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, let's go to the train station. And I pay a gold. I buy a ticket.
Do you guys pay a gold and buy a ticket?
I've learned my lesson.
much
I will
gold
also
do I
pay a
have?
gold for a ticket.
Yeah. I'll pay gold for a ticket.
Okay.
I kind of part with it reluctantly, but I still part with it.
Wonderful.
As we've learned, if we don't, we get an evil
Vibe
villain
checked.
group forming around. Yeah. Like, we learned our lesson.
Okay, so you guys hop on the train. It is about mid-morning, and you guys find Gardyloo. And, people are around. People are kind of wandering. The tourist industry seems to have gone way up since the last time you've been here, Olive. But the more interesting thing is waiting for you on the platform is Ember.
Ember.
She's like a 7-year-old Fire Genasi orphan with a Sea Scouts uniform on, and I'm like, I haven't seen you in a while. Hi.
And she says, hi, I was told to give you this. And she has another note for you that has not the same coffee stain, but a similar coffee stain on it.
Have you met Kess and Aaron? Yes, actually, you have met Aaron. I will say.
I think I've met this child.
Yes.
Does Aaron
They
remember?
all blend together for
I was
me.
going to say, does Aaron remember?
Not really. Just vaguely.
I like your bracelet. It's very pretty, she says to Kess.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm Cass, by the way. What is your name?
My name's Ember. I don't know really what I am in the cookie business anymore, because I kind of just deliver cookies for fun now, but we do cookies.
Ooh, cookies. Those are made of baked stuff, yes? They're
Yes.
sweet, that's what I've heard. Ooh.
Yes.
That is cool. Nice to meet you, Ember. And
nice
thank
to
you.
meet
I just got this bracelet today. And then I just kind of jangle it around.
She gets really excited, and then she says, she looks at a watch that's on her wrist, and it's very obviously like too big for her wrist, but it's there nonetheless. And she goes, I gotta go deliver cookies, but now that you have your note, I should be good. Bye.
Bye.
Are you in school, child? Bye.
School is overrated.
Who needs school?
Okay. All right. She's richer than I am, so all right.
So she handed that to Olive. Are you gonna read the note, Olive?
I do. I carefully inspect it because I'm very curious.
So on the note it says, I figured y'all would miss the first one. Head to the maze, and that'll fix it. R.O.
Missed the first one of what?
Unfortunately, I don't know because I didn't go to the maze. So I'm like, guys, do you know what this means? I hand you the note. It says head to the maze. I think last time I was here, it's possible that my friends went to a maze, but I was distracted, so I didn't go. But I think there's a maze somewhere. But I think we
Should we ask someone?
What is a
teleported there and
maze?
back.
What is
Yeah.
that?
A deceptive path.
Oh. I mean, I could probably just fly over it.
I technically don't know any reason why you should not. So I'm like, all right, that's a good idea. Yeah. So
There are no paths in the sky as long as there are no big clouds and storms.
Okay. Well, the one clue we do have is that the mayor is the one who gave us the first note. So I'll go talk to her. Right, guys?
Ooh.
I'll come with you.
I'll go with you too.
Okay. I head to the worst decorated house in Gardyloo.
I was gonna say, it has not changed. It is still a god-awful bright pink, pastel pink, on the front door.
Not what I was expecting, but okay.
It's a very bad pink. Do you knock on the door?
I'm gonna talk to her as little as possible so that I don't beat her. But so she technically didn't kill anyone who didn't get revivified, right? So she's fine. She's fine. But I think maybe my friends would be more polite.
Okay. I'll knock on the door.
As you knock on the door, it swings open as though it wasn't latched.
Somebody got some mage hand up in here. Okay. I'll call into the opening. Hello? Is anyone home?
Nobody answers, which is weird because the lights are on.
Well, to me, that sounds like an invitation. Please come in. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I think
Sure.
a small child is supposed to live here, so I'm very worried.
Yeah, let us
Yeah,
go
they're
in.
not known for being quiet.
I mean, no one's
No.
stopping us, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. I sniff. I sniff before I enter the house.
What does it smell like?
Can I perception check for corpse?
Yes.
Thanks.
Can I also do one just to look around? Like the room and
Yes.
stuff? I'm also looking for shiny things, by the way. Is that like two separate ones or just one?
No, just the same.
Okay.
26 for big old breath of corpse air.
That'll be a 19 for me.
Okay, so you don't smell corpse. You do smell the baking of red orange velvet cake in the oven. And Kess, sorry, I don't know why I keep adding an R to your name. Kess, you do see a very shiny gold pot on, because the door kind of opens into a parlor. So you do see like a shiny pot sitting on a side table of a couch.
I am looking at that pot and I'm slowly inching toward it. But other than that, like, I guess I'm still like looking around for danger, but just inching to that pot.
So do you guys go in?
Yeah.
I am going to perform a sleight of hand check to snag that pot and put it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
Not if I get to it first. So is that like contested something?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I got a 27 on my sleight of hand.
Oh yeah, you're definitely. Oh, I got a natural 20, but just a 24.
I think natural 20s still win.
So the natural 20 does still win, but you both kind of head in. Olive, are you going behind them?
Absolutely.
Okay, you all head in and you fall onto the ground of some barren earth.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Huh?
You've been teleported.
I look up immediately.
Oh.
It's kind of funny that they're like running towards the teapot and poof, teapot wins.
Teapot does win. So where you guys have been teleported, as you look around, you see just basically a barren field. And laying in the middle of that field is a large skeleton of a minotaur. And it does seem like he's crying as much as a skeleton can, just like heaving, but not like actual tears because it's a skeleton minotaur. And you do notice that it does seem that there are grayed and decaying leaves that are attached to stumps on the ground. And if you look closely, it's in the shape of a maze.
Oh. Okay, this is very important. I like look into it and did I get the pot?
You did not get the pot.
What? Where is it? Do you have it? I look at Aaron. Where did it go?
Maybe. You can find out later. Hey, Kess, do you want to try flying straight up and seeing what you can see around here?
You can see she's like all puffed up. And then like she like listens to Aaron, just like looks at him a bit suspiciously. Okay. I mean, there is that giant skeleton. Yeah, I will do that. And yeah, I just start flying upwards. I'm looking around very carefully. What do I see with my falcon eyes?
You see a ring. You see a ring of glowing black mushrooms about 50 yards out from the center, which is where the skeleton is. And then you just see mist out on the edges. So you can't see the town. You can only see mist and then this glowing circle of black mushrooms and then the skeleton in the middle who is still crying.
Okay. Well, I see mist all around here, and I also see a giant shiny black ring, but it's a really big one. That crying skeleton thingy is in the middle of the giant shiny ring. I want the ring. I guess that's the teapot. And then I just go down and start like pecking at one of the mushrooms.
Okay. Now this just verifying. This is an animated skeleton, correct?
Yes.
And he's sitting on the ground beside us, crying.
Well, he's like 20 feet away from you crying. Like he's like on the ground, full tantrum crying.
Okay. I am going to pick up a leaf from the ground and cast prestidigitation to give it the appearance of a tissue. And I'm going to hand it to the skeleton.
You're not wearing any gloves, are you?
I am.
Okay, never mind then.
I have gloves of thievery.
I'm pecking at some mushrooms. What do they taste like?
Oh no.
Because they're glowing.
Say chicken. Say chicken. Chicken of the woods.
They're actually really hard, and your beak is like bouncing off of them. And as you got way closer, you realize they're like shiny, like gemstones, and they have tiny golden like veins running through them. Now, Aaron, when you approach the minotaur skeleton in the middle, do you say anything? Do you just walk up?
I say, hey, Bone Daddy, what's cracking?
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
No, I'm a bard. We love it when people laugh. Depends on the context, of course. Sometimes it's bad. After a heart-splitting aria, it's not what you want. But most of the time, it's fine.
And we are 20 minutes in, and the DM is dead.
Well, so's he. It's fine.
The Minotaur looks up, and he sniffs, and he goes, my friend, they took my friend. And he's, like, very much so crying very hardly. Like, he can barely make words.
Oh. I've never hugged a skeleton before, but I try to comfort this one. What is it like?
It's very, you know how like bones when they get in the desert and they get all dried up, like dead cows in the desert when sometimes they get left behind or eaten by bears or whatever. The bones kind of crack, so it's a little bit scratchy, but he does like squeeze you, not hard enough to hurt you, but hard enough to be like, that's a good deep hug. And he's still like sobbing, and you just have like the vibe of if this thing had flesh, you would be like drowning in buckets of tears right now.
Oh, tell me about it. What's your name? I'm Olive.
My name is Piney, and he took my friend, and he took my tree. And you do notice as you got closer, he was sitting on the stump of a very red-looking stump of a tree.
Like blood red or like redwood tree?
Redwood tree in like size, but blood red in color.
Who did it?
I don't know. He just left that, and he points in the dirt. And at that moment, Cress, you kind of glance up from where you're trying to mine these mushrooms, and you do see something shiny in the dirt right behind your companions.
Okay. In that case, I will flit over to them, because I also heard the skeleton sobbing and heard my friend comforting them, and I wanted to go and assist. So, like, yeah, I like flit over and say, This is what they left?
Yes, and as you pick it up, it's a copy of like the same bracelet that you have on your wrist.
Oh, but I try to take the one that I got off. Does it come off?
Nope.
Huh, that is really weird. When you put one of these things off, it looks like it doesn't come off, but this one is off. What's going on with that? And then I will just put on the other bracelet, see what happens.
It cinches and locks in next to the other the first bracelet that you put on.
Oh, now I have two of these. They won't come off. Okay. Well, they look nice. But so you're saying your friend left these? So, that is interesting. I have one of these bracelets too, and so does Olive here. And Erin, I think you got one too. I remember seeing that note poofing into one.
Yes.
Oh,
Piney is calming down, and you can feel him like kind of letting go Olive, so like you can breathe now, but he's still kind of clinging to you. And he stops crying enough that he can talk, and he goes, he said could bring her back if, and he like hiccups, if he was beaten and won the trials, but I can't leave.
wait, who? Bring who back?
Friend. And then he starts bawling again.
Oh, no, they're there. And I kind of like put one of my wings over him.
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna take his bony chin in my hand and just pull his little face up so he's looking, well, his big face. So he's looking right in my eyes, and I'm gonna say, all right, you gotta earn the name Bone Daddy. You are disappointing right now. Pull it together, okay? This is not Minotaur voice.
And
tell us what happened.
He just cries harder. He's traumatized.
Ugh.
Hey, maybe this jewelry seemed to make him feel better for a second. Erin, do you have any jewelry you can give him? You have a lot on you, I see. I just surreptitiously hide my own behind my back.
I'm covered, and it's mine, thank you very much.
Olive takes out 100 gold, and then like, because her arms are being compressed by the hug, she like kind of like holds it up with a few fingers, getting up underneath the arms holding her, and like glints the gold, and it's like, look, shiny, to her friends, and then tosses it beyond Kess and Erin.
I immediately go and start like picking them up.
And then while they're distracted by the shower of coins on the ground, I tell Piney, I'm like, what competition? If you tell us about it, maybe we can go compete for you.
He left this? And he pulls out a matching invitation to the one that exploded into the sparks and the bracelets.
All right, we will go compete and see if we can get your friend back. How do we recognize which friend to return to you? Can you describe them?
Yeah, she's really big and has horns like mine, but bigger. And she is very pretty.
Okay. All right. I will try to bring you back the right person based on that description. Okay, guys, I bring you, now that I'm sure Kess has picked up 100 gold coins.
Actually, I rolled for it. I rolled a D100. I picked up 45 out of them. There's still 55 on the ground. I'm just like picking at them.
Yeah, and I think Aaron is just judging both of us.
Yeah, eyebrow arched. That's it.
And I'm like, all right, here's the information about the competition. And I hand you a note that says...
It says the same thing as the first one, which said, "You are cordially invited to the grandest competition of all. Bring 2 friends and win the grandest prize of," and then there's a word in Sylvan. And then at the end it says, "and treasure."
Okay. Hey, Minotaur, do you speak or read Sylvan?
Yes, I do.
Can you read this one word for us, Piney?
It says, "Forest Guardian." It's my friend.
Oh, gosh. Oh, God. That's... All right. Hey, guys. Let's go do this one.
Yeah.
What's up? We're gonna go compete?
Yes.
Okay.
And do we also get the fairy ring for competing? I remember something about the fairy ring.
I think that's the second bracelet.
Oh.
See, it's a ring on your wrist.
I would like to try to pry a mushroom out of the ground.
Strength check.
I will help. Can I give Olive advantage?
Yeah.
Maybe I should give you advantage. Maybe I'm helping you because I'm very dexterous, but I don't know. How do we roleplay this? I have a +10 in I have a +6 in athletics.
I have a +7, so like we're pretty similar.
I'll help you. I'm gonna hold you from behind, and we'll both pull.
Okay, I'm gonna roll then with advantage. Oh wow, I got another nat 20, so that's a 27.
You definitely get the mushroom out, and as you pull it up, you notice that the veins of gold get thicker on the bottom.
Ooh. Oh, this is very nice. Okay. I mean, this is good enough. So, who are we rescuing?
A pretty big-horned lady, a forest guardian.
Oh. Okay. I mean, if it's big, it should be pretty easy to see. And having forgotten that there's nothing but mist around here, Cass is gonna fly up again. She's gonna fly a bit higher. Do I see more if I fly, like, higher?
You just see mist, and then the mushroom circle is now incomplete because you see like a pile of dirt where you yanked out a mushroom.
I like fly and then fly and then fly and then I just like dive downwards. I'm just like, nope, it's just mist all around. But this did like look like a nice ring with you guys in it from in the distance. I almost put it on my finger.
I take another gold coin out of my pouch, and I try to throw it into the mist. My goal here is to test to see if the mist, like, acid dissolves the coin, or if it's safe to try to venture out into it.
You hear the coin fall and hit the ground.
Okay.
I go get it.
You're playing fetch with...
I found out how to make Kess go.
Am I able to find it in, like, the mist?
Perception check?
Perception, alright. God. That's a 10.
Oh, yep, meet it to beat it. You do find it. It does take a few minutes. And when you get back, actually, about 10, 15 minutes have passed, and the piece of paper, the green leaf paper, begins to spark and fizz again. And it does do those green sparks, and then there are 3 new rings in your hand.
Aaron, I think we should put this on to teleport there.
Hey, Kess, put this on.
Oh, no.
I just grab, like, if there's, like, more than one in there, I'll just grab them both.
There's 3.
I just, like, put them all in my hand.
They cinch up and you cannot remove them, but nothing happens.
We're up to 5, people. It's not a drinking game. I'm not telling you to drink every time she puts a bracelet on. I'm just saying we're up to 5.
Hey man, there are other bracelets here.
Okay. So that didn't work. Well, I mean, they intend for us to get to this thing. So, I mean, there's got to be a way in. Aaron's going to pull out his bracelet and just kind of inspect it. Is there anything unusual? He's not putting it on, but can we just take a look at it and really kind of see what's going on there?
Yeah, what do you want to look at?
Just the bracelet. I want to look around for any kind of like hidden mechanisms or something that wasn't obvious at first.
Name your check. Do you want to just do a perception check?
Let me do a history check. Is there anything in the past I might know about these that maybe makes me look for something that's not obvious?
Okay, roll.
I got an 8 plus 6 is 14.
You do notice that the Sylvan seems to be like an older style, kind of like in real life, how like the older generation has a style of not calligraphy, but of cursive versus the newer generation's scribble. So it does seem to be like an older style of writing, the silver around the outside.
Okay. Who do we know that's old?
I'm gonna look around, like around the circle of mushrooms. Just gonna like walk around the perimeter, kind of, and see what I can see into the mist. See if there's like any entrance, anything that I can see. I'm gonna look around, basically, and try to find any clues.
Okay, do a perception check with advantage for me.
Advantage, okay. It's a 24.
You find 9 more bracelets.
They're gonna die of alcohol poisoning.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna just hold them in my hand for a second, say, guys, I found 9 more, and then I'm gonna start putting them on until someone stops me.
I'm gonna stop her.
How many bracelets until she can't fly?
I think you put on 3.
Okay, 3. I have 3 more bracelets.
I'm gonna take the other ones and I'm gonna put one of them on Bone Daddy.
Okay. All right. Those 3 vanish. You're left alone, Aaron.
All right. I put one on.
You don't vanish.
Wait. So we vanished? Like Olive and I as well, and the Minotaur?
Yeah.
Okay. I look around. Is there any kind of living thing, any insects, small animals?
Oh, your gray bag of tricks.
Do I have that again?
Sure.
Okay, sure. I pull out my gray bag of tricks. Hey, DM, can you roll 3 d8s for me?
Yeah.
It's our team versus Team Elk.
Yeah, what numbers did you get?
I haven't pulled them yet. 2, 2, and 8.
2, 2, and 8.
Badgers?
Yep, 2 giant rats and a giant elk. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put a bracelet on a giant rat and a bracelet on my elk's horn. The other rat's in my pocket.
Okay.
And yeah, I already put one on.
And you vanish as well.
Okay.
Wait, so when you vanish, the world goes dark. And when you come to, you're standing...
This will be fine.
Yeah, definitely not. Like, you can make Cass do anything by showing her jewelry.
Okay, Woo! If you keep laughing, we're going to have to cut out like 20 minutes of laughing. Okay. Just not
I'm sorry, I can't hear a word you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. After the 20 minutes of laughing, the world goes dark and you guys come to. And before Aaron and his companions get there, Olive and Kess, you guys come to, and you are on a bed of really soft leaves. And next to you is Piney, who is a little confused and scared. And surrounding you, kind of making like a ceiling, are these black trees with golden stripes running up their veins, so similar to the mushrooms. And in front of you sits 2 thrones.
Are we like lying down on this like soft bed of leaves?
Yes.
Yeah, I like roll around for a second, and then I like flap upwards, and then I just like land on my feet. Like, oh, Olive, Piney, you're here. Where is Aaron?
Yeah, where am I?
There's a time delay. You're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
Olive continues to pretend to lay on the ground and would like to... I mean, you've seen an alligator lay on the ground. I'm going to open one eye and then close it. And I'd like to do a perception check with, like, tremor sensing and hearing. Ooh, 26.
So you hear kind of footsteps all around and to the sides of you, and then you also hear the people at the, like, I guess in front of you would be a good description, the far end of the room talking to each other, but you can't quite make out what they're saying. And as you're kind of listening around, and as Kess gets up, in drops Aaron, a giant rat, and an elk.
And one in his pocket.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey.
What'd I miss?
I stand up and dust myself off. There's people on the far side of the room. I don't think they've seen us yet.
Those leaves are very soft. And, is that... Did you bring us food? Gesture to the animals.
No.
No, but they look so delicious. I mean, a rat? Oh my god. If I were a normal-sized kestrel, I would be very happy with a normal-sized rat.
Oh, this is a giant rat, but no, still not food.
Aww.
What's going on with these people here?
I take out my dust of disappearance and I read it to you guys because I totally forget what it does. Right? Here we go. All right. Found in a small packet, this powder resembles very fine sand. There is enough of it for one use. When you use an action to throw the dust in the air, you and each creature and object within 10 feet of you. Woo. All right. No limit. Becomes invisible for... Let me roll for this. Whoa. The maximum, 8 minutes. The duration is the same for all subjects, and the dust is consumed when its magic takes effect. If a creature affected by the dust attacks or casts a spell, the invisibility ends for that creature. So we all become invisible. Dusty.
I do a bird sneeze.
Oh, that's so cute. All right, so
Okay.
do you guys want to go find out?
All right, yeah, let's sneak up there.
Okay. If they're very soft leaves, maybe they won't crinkle. What?
They don't. You are correct. So as you sneak up, so did you leave Piney back there? Are you bringing him with you?
I say we bring him.
Yeah.
Okay. He's coming with you as well. And just to confirm, Aaron, those animals are like under your control, right?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. So as you guys get closer, you hear the sounds of arguing. And there are 2 male fae sitting on golden thrones. And one of them, and his skin is very similar to like an aspen tree. So it's white and it has black spots kind of spread randomly. And he has golden eyes. He is saying, "How did you screw this up so bad?" And the other one is kind of looking at him like, "It's not my fault." And they're arguing back and forth. And sitting next to them, each of them have 2 wood nymphs sitting to either side of them.
Okay. I mean, we're still invisible, so we probably shouldn't give up our element of surprise.
So you guys are going to just kind of stay silent?
No. I'm going to take a chunk of dog meat, use what you got, and I'm going to throw it in the direction where we came in and attach some coins so that they'll make jingling sounds when it lands. Woo!
So the dog meat is visible then.
I'm not making an attack. Is it making an attack on the ground? I don't know. No, I think it's invisible. Yeah.
Does an inanimate object have the capability of making an attack?
I don't think it does. I think it's invisible.
Okay. I just asked because if it's visible, then we have to check in on Kess. Because you did put something shiny on the meat.
I did. And it's me too.
Oh gosh, it's like a Kess bait. Oh my gosh.
So as the jingles go off, their heads kind of snap up, and the one that looks like a aspen tree kind of rolls his eyes, and he says, "Yes, we know there are 6 of you.
No.
You do not need to be sneaky." Well, we're not quite sure if there are 6 of you. We had quite a few bracelets go off, but we're assuming there's about 6 of you.
While we were like sneaking around, I don't see that they're other allies. So I'm just gonna go toward the throne. I'm just gonna like be biting subtly at one of the thrones, just like trying to see what it's made of.
Chink, 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 chink.
Yep.
Chink, chink. It's made of gold. Which could a bird's beak scratch gold? No, I don't think so. So you're not scratching it, but it's definitely made of very shiny gold. And they're just kind of staring and looking around, just kind of waiting. After he was like, "Hey, like, come out. You don't need to be sneaky."
I'm gonna like just like flap my wings then, and I'm gonna just like perch on top of one of the thrones. But I'm still invisible, right? So we just like
Yeah.
hear, and then like as the like bird claws kind of latch onto the throne.
I guess Aaron and I walk in front of the throne, I assume, Aaron?
And Aaron is going to make a barehanded attack on the ground.
I was going to high five you, if you're interested.
My way's cooler.
Okay. I would probably end up
And
smacking
he's
you
like-
because we're invisible. So.
He suddenly becomes visible in his like Black Widow pose,
Oh.
and with his like fist against the ground, stands up.
Oh, that is cooler.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool.
It sounds cool in my head. I'm
like
bad
it.
at describing it.
And then
Ooh.
as you stand up from your crouch, yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, I level a very serious stare at them, that like chin down, like glaring up.
Yeah.
That look of defiance.
Are you trying to intimidate them?
I mean, if it's working, sure. Yeah,
'Cause you'll
let me
have-
just roll for that.
To say you'll have to roll for that.
And I actually always get advantage on intimidation checks. Didn't help. 11 plus something. 11 plus 10. So that's 21.
They beat you.
I'm not surprised.
They got a
Faye.
24. So they look at you, and now the second one is looking a little annoyed. And he has like blonde hair and very, and I know I'm going to regret saying this, very shiny tanned skin, like he's been rolling in gold dust.
Oh my god. I'm making a note of that.
I'm picturing the people from that Marvel movie that are all shiny skinned with like gold.
Yes. And they look up and they say, "I don't know how you managed this. It was only supposed to bring 3, and then the others were supposed to cancel out. And I suppose I will have to talk to the council about this. But welcome to the kingdom of Goldleaf."
Ooh,
Aptly named.
gold leaf. Cool. And I'm just like, I'm still invisible. I'm hopping from throne to throne.
So just a disembodied voice. Cool.
Because I don't think Kess knows about the thing that you can attack to become uninvisible, or maybe she does, but she didn't pick it up on it.
One of the dryads steps forward and she smiles and she says, "Hi, my name is Becca. You are the champions, sort of. I there's only supposed to be 3 of you. I'm not sure how we're supposed to fix this, but you're here for the prize, yes?
Yes, says an invisible olive.
Yes. Is that a fairy ring? I heard something about the fairy ring.
A chorus of invisible yeses surrounds you.
She looks around and she just kind of shrugs. You get the feeling that that's not like the weirdest thing that's happened in her life. And she claps her hands, and a stand of aspen that were behind the throne pull down, and revealed in a like shining blue cage of energy is a giant elk, and its fur is like ebony and dark, and the eyes are wide and kind, and definitely in distress. It's snorting and kind of pawing at the energy.
What does my giant elk do with this?
Your elk gives off the vibe of, what's your animal handling?
1.
You get the vibe of your elk is not going to approach this one willingly. So the different size difference between, I don't know if you all have seen elk before. One of them is like the size of a large horse. The other one is like a moose times 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that it's in a cage, and it looks like it wants to try to get out, right? It looks like it's pretty stressed. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna, like, fly to where the cage is. Like, can I perch on the blue energy? Or what happened? Like, I'm gonna try to, like, perch on it and, like, attack it with my beak to try to, like, break it or something.
What's your AC?
My AC is 16. Uh-oh.
You take 8 points of lightning damage. You get zapped.
Okay, noted. That's fine.
And I will give you the option. You can get zapped and fly away, or you can get zapped and fall on the ground.
I'm gonna like spring backward when I get zapped. Like I'm kind of like flying around trying to perch on the thing, and like I just fly backward a little bit, and I'm like, what the heck? And then I try to like should I expend one of my uses of rage? I don't think it will help me. But like I will non-mechanically rage and just like bite at the blue energy again, just to like, what the heck was that? And I'll just bite at it again. So I'll probably take more damage. I feel like I probably will.
You don't.
Oh.
You're lucky you don't, but you do definitely feel like the sizzle of electricity.
And it didn't, like, my biting it didn't do anything, right? Like, it just
Correct.
went back in place. And when I bit it, did I feel, like, something under it? Or was it just pure, like, lightning energy? Like, did I go through it, kind of, when I bit?
You did not, and it felt like grabbing an electrical fence.
Oh, okay. And since I, like, attacked, I become invisible, right?
Yeah, you do become visible.
Okay. In that case, I say, what the heck? There's, like, an electric thing here. Thing with, lightning. Something underneath this. Why do you have the elk in a cage? And then I'm just, like, still flying in the air. I'm a little bit annoyed, looking at the elven guys.
So the kings don't even pay attention to you, but Becca, she kind of turns and she sighs, and she says, "That's the prize, the guardian of the forest. You're not the first person to do that. I wouldn't suggest doing that again." And as she says this and brings attention to you, Piney actually perks up, and he gets really excited, and he runs over, and he's like, "Friend!" And he tries to get through it, and he kind of gets shocked and put on his butt, and then he sits next to it, and he's just like, really wants to get to the elk, but like he's kind of hurt a lot as he's bones. So he's smoking a little bit. So he turns towards the kings, and he's not sure if he should attack or not, but he definitely looks like he's ready to.
That's his friend. Why do you have his friend in a cage? I'm asking, like, anyone who will answer.
She is the prize. Is that everyone you're hiding?
I think Olive's gonna go to the aspen-skinned, the white with black spots randomly distributed, golden-eyed male Fey, and I think I'm gonna stand next to his throne and I'm going to slowly open my crocodile mouth and try to see if his head is smaller than in between my jaws or not. That is my current... I'm, like, measuring, and I'd like to know if he's responding. I'm invisible.
You're invisible. I guess, how does your breath smell?
Like dead dog. And I'd really like for the time to run up right now. It's only 8 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, 8 minutes passes, and you kind of fade back into existence, and he kind of looks over, and he just has, like, the most disdained look on his face. Like, his lips are pursed, his nose is scrunched, and he just kind of reaches out a hand and gently pushes your nose away, or attempts to at least.
Ooh, does he touch my tongue?
He touches, like, the side of your snout.
Okay, so he doesn't touch my tongue? Because I can't help it. I can't help it if you touch my tongue.
He doesn't stick his hand in. He's just, like, touching the scaly part of you with, like, a couple fingers and trying to push you away.
Okay. All right. I'm just decoration. You guys keep going.
Okay.
I mean, I wanna look at Piney and say, we're going to get your friend out of this. At least I'm going to try if it is the last thing I do. Because I do not like things in cages. So, yeah, I'm not happy with these people for keeping this guardian of the forest in a cage. So,
I have expressed my displeasure as well.
Well, it seems like an obvious solution. We have to win this competition.
Is that going to free the this elk if we win this competition thingy?
Yes, that was listed on the... Do you guys even read the Becca Dryad kind of... She's really, like, confused and frustrated at this point, and she's just kind of like, how did you guys even get here if you didn't read the pamphlet and put on the bracelets? It's written...
Oh, I have the bracelets. And then, like, I just, like, show her, like, oh my...
The golden-haired king goes, see? Not my fault. Not my fault. And the aspen tree skinned faking turns to him and says, well, it's not fair. You cannot have 6 competitors. You must choose. I only had 3. You can only have 3. And the golden-haired king just kind of rolls his eyes and he says, you're afraid to lose. And turns to you and says, what he says is true. It is the rules we set forth for our little tete-a-tete of ours. I suppose I could just let you 3 choose who will be the champion out of all 6 of you.
Why don't you place a bet? Pick who you think will be the winning team. Since you 2 are competing, bet amongst us 2, says Dog Breath.
Is that Olive's biker name, Dog Breath?
Oh my god.
Yes, on the back of her leather jacket. And it doesn't mean what you think it does.
He kind of looks at you and says, but his team had already competed and they had lost because he kind of stops and you feel like he wants to say something, but he can't. And so he just switches and he says, well, they lost. And losing here is not the most pleasant of options. If you won't choose, I will. And I assure you, you might not like the consequences.
Olive walks over to Aaron and whispers, all right, how much you like that rat?
Not that much. It's a rat.
You want to feed it to me?
Okay.
All right. Kess, you want one?
Yeah, sure. Is there food? I haven't eaten in a week.
Yeah, I throw you a rat and I put one down the hatch.
I also just, like, gulp it down. You know, actually, no, I'm gonna tear into it first, and then I'll, like, gulp it down. Birds are brutal. Like, birds of prey, they do not...
Yep.
They have no chill, yep, when it comes to food. So I have, like, gore splattered all over me at this point.
Oh, man, mine was just one big bite. I, like, cracked it in half and then ate it, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't really chew. So, now
Olive, do you eat the bracelet?
Oh, yeah. No. What? No.
Do you eat the
I
bracelet?
don't think it comes off.
Oh, I had to because it doesn't come off the rat, so like I ate it. But I'm a little concerned about my like. You ever swallowed a magnet, kids? Don't do that.
I'm gonna roll for it to see if I eat it too. I do.
I think I just swallowed a magnet. Oh, great.
I also eat it.
Cass and I can't get close to one another, or our intestines will start to bond.
Okay.
Animal
The bonds of
magnetism.
friendship.
we had two different ideas for that.
Okay. They look really. Everybody just looks confused. They're just so confused. They're like, you didn't. And the Golden King is like disgusted. Like he has not stopped. He's now back to that disgusted horror look.
Success.
Oh, actually, I had probably like walked right next to him when I did that, so he has covered in a bit of gore because like he's shiny, so I'm gonna be next to him.
Hey guys, I love you. All right, just keep going.
So yeah, he's splattered with gore, and yeah. Well, now there are what? I count on my like not my fingers but my feathers. 1, 2, 3, 4 of us. There are 2 fewer, so that makes 4 or 5.
Aaron, I can't eat the elk. I'm big, but I'm not hungry enough to eat a horse.
I think we could just leave the elk here. Maybe hang out with this other elk.
Oh, is the bracelet on its antler?
Yes,
Okay, I can cut that off, right?
I guess.
Yeah, that'll disqualify it, right?
You're gonna hurt it. You're gonna hurt it.
Antlers
No.
are just
Where
like
are you cutting?
fingernails.
Are you cutting up? Are you cutting up like up high?
Yeah, picture like if you were to hang Christmas lights from something and they're just like gently
Yeah, it's just
resting.
kinda up there.
Yeah, it's on the top. Like if you're gonna hang a coat on a coat hook and you pick like the topmost loop, I'm sure he put the bracelet on like, an outwardly extended region that is not the main portion. I also don't have like all that good of knives, you guys. I have a chef's knife.
My beak is very sharp. If you want, I could help you with that.
Okay, let's woodpecker and chef this antler off to disqualify this elk so I don't have to eat it because I can't eat this much food. I will vomit. So.
As you guys go to do that, the golden-haired fae kind of like wipes the gore and like flicks it away, and he says, "You only have to choose. The rest can wait in there." And he points to where the other elk is in the cage. He's like, "You definitely didn't not need to." And you get the feeling that he's like holding back, just like,
Oh, but I was very hungry.
Oh, I did this for you, my friend. Killed 2 fae in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you are pretty shiny too, so I was very hungry.
We love eating fae. Because if you all remember, the bag of tricks is a fae possession of an animal body. Like it's an animal materializes around a fae spirit. So I just ate a fae. So I'm like, oh, okay. All right.
he turns to Aaron and he says, "You seem the most civilized." Which 3 of you are going to be the champions?
I will reach out to the rest of the party and grab their wrist/wing and march up to the thrones.
Wonderful. And he claps his hands, and the other dryads kind of guide the elk, sort of like they're kind of approaching it like a cow, and they're kind of just like whistling and clapping at it and hoping it goes the direction they want. And one of them walks up to Piney and opens up, like it's like a waterfall, how the energy opens up when they're standing next to it, and they kind of guide the elk and Piney in with their friend. And as you see Piney get in, he just like hugs the elk around its neck and is like not letting go, and is just so happy to be there, even though, he just kind of walked into a cage.
Oh, is having a fellow elk and her friend helping the forest guardian feel better?
A little bit, but now she just kind of looks more pissed off, and more eager to get out. Like she's not, like, she's happy that her friend is there, but she's also like, yeah, now we're all captured. Great. Good job.
Yeah, We're really succeeding today.
Oh, now they are in the cage too? Well, now we really have to get them out of there. No matter what it takes. And, thanks for not putting me in that cage, Aaron. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I whisper to him.
I try.
Yeah, you know those bars, they kind of zap you? So I would have just kept on trying to get out by myself. So, yeah.
As you guys step up to the throne, the golden-haired king looks at you and he says, well, not to you, Aaron. He seems to be very, like, impressed by your shimmery regalia, but he looks at the other two and he says, I could arrange some new clothing before we start, or we could just get into it.
I don't mind. I'm just gonna, like, preen myself and get most of the blood off of me.
I take a gold backless ball gown out of my backpack and I put it on over my white Jedi-style robe and baggy brown pants.
Aaron snaps his fingers and the blood disappears from the two of them.
Oh! My preening was I preened myself very quickly. That was great. You see? And then I just flap my wings proudly.
The civilized one, of course. Your first challenge is, well, we call it the Wilds Cook-Off. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah?
Olive is actually excited.
Yeah, this sounds like Olive's thing.
Yes.
Food? Yeah, I mean.
Wonderful. And he claps his hands and you guys are transported once again. This time, you end up in what seems like a cave. It's black walls, but if you got closer, you would see the shimmering gold lines. And so you come to realize you're in the base of a very, very large ebony tree with the gold running through it. And there is an opening in front of you through which you can see some mist.
Does it look like the mist that was, like, surrounding us earlier?
Yes, but denser.
Oh, guys, I think we're back to where we started? Or, no? It looks like the mist from earlier. I look at my two party members and say that.
What happens if we touch it?
Do you just, like, stick a hand in?
I will.
Nothing.
It's just regular mist. And I kind of, like, wave it about.
I sniff around for ingredients to cook.
Do you, like, sniff in the mist?
In the tree cavity, I guess? I assume that this is it, like, kitchen-sized?
Kind of. It's also empty except for, like, 3 of those shiny mushrooms in the back.
Oh.
I go directly to the shiny mushrooms. I'm flying, by the way. I'm like hovering over the ground.
Okay. Do you try to pull them out?
So I like get there and look around. Do I see anything? Does anything like happen when I like put my hand near one?
Nope, it's just 3 mushrooms and in a tree, and there's nothing else there.
3 mushrooms. Are they like in the tree, or is the tree like behind them?
So it's kind of like a hut, sort of. Have you, if you go to like the Redwood National Forest in the United States, these trees are like ginormous and you can like drive cars through them. So it's kind of like one of those has been hollowed out.
I see. Yeah, like I'll kind of like say, Olive, Aaron, more of those mushrooms here. Olive, you told me that you make food. Can you make something from these mushrooms?
I bend down and I try to pick it up.
Strength check.
Ugh.
I will also try to pick one up. Or try to pick up the same one. Not sure.
If you pick up the same one, I will give Olive advantage.
Yes, I will
and
do
then,
that. I will help her then.
Ooh, much better.
I will not give advantage then.
23.
Yep, that succeeds. You do manage to pull one out of the ground, and the same thing, the gold gets thicker towards the bottom. But these do seem to be made of stone, so I don't know how much cooking with stones you do.
I also have another one.
She's cooked with worse.
This is true. Well, is there so there's literally nothing in this hut except for the stone mushrooms and then the exit.
Correct.
There's dirt on the ground, right?
Yes.
Can we dig in it?
Yes?
All right. Do you need a check for this?
Do you have a shovel?
No, I'm digging with my hands.
I guess another strength check? Are you just trying to dig like a big hole?
I'm trying to like dig around and see if I can find like maybe some edible roots. So I'm just like rooting through the dirt.
That is a good idea.
Rooting.
I'm also gonna try looking around for them.
So I'm not going to make you do a check for this, but you find nothing. You find more dirt.
Okay. I am going to use my my decanter of endless water, and I'm going to send some water down into the dirt, and I'm going to use shape water to form it into elegant looking mud pies. Does this count as cooking?
Is there is there a roll? How does the water work? Is there a roll you have to do for the decanter?
Not necessarily, but if you want, I could do like a performance check just to like create something really pretty.
Yeah, that works. Performance check.
Okay. Let's see. That's a 17 plus 17 plus 15, 32.
They are the most beautiful mud pies you have ever seen. They look perfectly formed, and if you were to cut one open, the sponginess of the mud would look exactly like real cake.
Okay. Does anything happen?
No.
I didn't think so. All right.
I poke my head outside of the tree building, and I look around for ingredients and a stove.
Yay, I need a something. Oh, I wrote it over here. I need a wisdom save.
22. And let me know if that failed.
It actually succeeds. So on the mist, you just smell like fallen leaves and the hint of butter and fruit.
Those are good smells. I follow those smells.
Okay. Do you follow the butter or the fruit?
The butter.
Wonderful. Do the other two follow?
Yeah. I'm gonna turn to Aaron. I'm gonna say, "Oh, right. I told you about, told me about you. You're the one who can do things with water. Those are very pretty mud pies."
Thank you.
Oh, I think Olive headed out. Should we go after her?
Yes.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throws, please.
All right. That is a 7.
14.
Okay. As you guys walk through the mist, you seem to be getting sleepier and sleepier. And by the time you break out right behind Olive, you are falling to your knees as you are falling asleep.
Butter, I say, ignoring my friend's plight. Whoops.
So where you fall asleep is not in the mist. You fall asleep on a grassy hill as you come out of the other side. And Olive, as you continue without looking back, you are on the top of a grassy knoll looking down at some... Well, I'm going to need either like history, animal handling, perception, your choice.
Perception. 22.
Ooh, that was really good. You are looking at nothing. You're looking at nothing because I don't have that sheet. You are looking at... Okay. Well, they look like giant fluffy cows. And they're spotted with white fur, and their fur looks extremely woolly. And they have cute little tiny horns sticking out of their woolly fur. And there's about 5 or 6 of them, and they're all just kind of wandering around. And then in the middle is a golden butter churn.
Hey, guys, look at this. I turn around.
And they are asleep.
Oh. First I draw on them.
What do you draw?
I've got some charcoal here, so I'm gonna give them the best makeup. Smoky eye, just a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then I'm like, hey guys, loudly, like shaking them a little bit. Wake up.
Do I wake up?
Roll another wisdom save.
Us or Olive?
You two.
14.
I got a 9.
They are still asleep.
Well, I mean, I take out my ration water and I put their hand in it, and then I shake them more.
You would say you're all friends, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll this time with advantage.
Okay.
22. I got a nat 20.
18.
Yay, you both wake up.
So like, you put our hands in water. Is that the thing where like where like we pee if there's like if our hands like in water?
I think all that's going to happen is you're going to smear your makeup.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys wake up and as you guys wake up, you just feel like the lingering effects of fear. Like you just feel really scared. You're not frightened, but you just get a very fearful vibe off this very peaceful place.
Huh? I kind of just like flap, like kind of like stand up really quickly, like flapping while I do that. Like, huh? What the heck? This is the second time I woke up on the ground. It is not good for birds to be on the ground, you know?
I'm going to do a history check, see if I recognize anything about this. I got a 17.
You notice, laying on the ground, there seems to be a piece of paper.
Oh, I pick it up and read it.
On it, it says, "Bring this to my loved ones. I'm sorry I failed. The realm of the Fae is not to be messed with." And on the bottom, there's an address.
Okay. I'll put that in my bag of holding.
While he's doing that, I'm going to do something, actually it's a class feature of mine from my ranger things. I'm going to do primeval awareness. So I'm going to use one spell slot for 1 minute to sense if any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are within 1 mile of me. I don't know the location numbers, but I can tell if there are any within 1 mile of me. So I'm doing this for 1 minute, kind of concentrating on it.
Okay, so what you get from that is there are not quite a bit. There are definitely Fae creatures around. The Fae vibe is very strong. You feel surrounded.
Okay, so...
Olive head towards the cows with the intention of milking them.
Oh my god.
So this section is kind of a skills challenge, so keep track of which skills you use. Your characters personally cannot use a skill twice for each puzzle. So Olive, how are you milking these cows?
I would like to use insight to be able to tell which one's male and which one's female.
All right, works for me.
24.
Definitely passes. You do notice that there seem to be some shorter cows in the bunch. And as females tend to be smaller than males in cattle, you can assume that those are the females. And as you walk up, do you do anything in particular to make them trust you? Do you just walk up?
I hold out some dog flesh. Cows are probably curious about new stuff.
They hesitantly walk up.
Oh, also, real life, cow be carnivore. The only thing stopping a cow from being a carnivore is the things it's eating are better than it. Like, if you're too slow. Anyway, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, and I want to know. I want to know what happens when I hold out meat.
They're curious, but then they kind of go back to grazing. You do notice as you pass by the golden butter churn that there is a bucket and a stool.
Guys, look at that bucket and stool. Hey, cow, you want some meat? Come here, cow. And on to my friends.
Okay. I am going to do something. I'm going to do a stealth check to sneak up behind one while you're distracting them and try to squeeze out some milk.
That one's female. That one's not.
Okay. You can roll first, and then I'll describe what happens.
Well, I got a nat 20, which seems a waste because I have a plus 15, so 35.
Wow.
Yes, so you sneak up behind the cow, and you milk it, and you milk it good. Like, the cow doesn't even know you're there. It's very relaxed. It's still interested in Olive. And you get a full bucket of milk.
This is Great Dane, and this one's Pitbull. Do you like one more than the other?
Pitbull. He sounds cool.
Hell yeah. I would like to kind of like, I'm gonna go up to the cow area and like also just look around. And I'm trying to see if there are like any, if there are any like moving things, if I can tell that there are fae. Like, nearby. Like, essentially, I'm trying to look for any danger and trying to, like, yeah, just looking around. And since I did use the spell slot, would I get advantage on the perception? Because I was using it for primeval awareness. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, so I'm going to be looking around. And, well, like, I am going to say, guys, there are a lot of Fae around here. I'm going to try to see if I can see where they are. Good. I'm glad that I had the advantage. One of those was a natural 1. But the other one is an 18.
You notice over, because the cows are kind of in a field that's in a valley, you do notice over the other side of the hill, off to one side and kind of across from where you guys started, there is a smoke stack coming up, and you can kind of see smoke billowing. And then off to the side, you do kind of hear the faint sounds of a dog howling.
Ah, so it's off to the side of the cows?
Yes.
I see. I'm gonna point to that side. I probably don't. I don't think I see. I definitely don't see Aaron. I'm just gonna look at Olive. Oh, Aaron's gone. But I heard howling that way.
Okay. That means that we should probably churn this milk that Aaron has. Wow, look at all this. How did you get all this milk, Aaron? This is amazing. I guess we should churn this quickly before
I'm sneaky.
whatever's going on over there affects us.
Oh, there you are. I didn't see you behind the cow.
Neither did the cow. So I'm gonna try to carry this. What did you put the milk in, Aaron?
I don't think I have any kind of bucket or anything, so...
Wasn't there a bucket, like, lying there? I remember...
Oh, then in that bucket.
Okay. All right. So that bucket is filled to the brim. There's milk, like, completely flat. It's doing that meniscus thing where it's, like, slightly over the edge. And what I'm going to try to do is use my acrobatics to, like, not spill a single drop as I walk it over to the butter churn.
Okay, roll for acrobatics then.
24.
You're like doing flips around the bucket, like the bucket's staying in one spot and you're like parkour around it.
Success! I set the bucket down and not a single drop spills. It's next to the butter churn, ready to go.
As you land, Kess, because this butter churn is gold, are you pecking at the butter churn?
I am going immediately toward the butter churn. Yeah, that's where I am. I am sort of... I mean, I'm just looking at it, because it's pretty shiny. I'm appreciating its shininess. Like, does it have, like, a handle or something?
It doesn't. It looks like a big... So it's essentially a big golden pot that kind of flares in the middle, comes back together, and has a removable top in the center that has, like, a stick through it. So there are no handles.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm gonna take the top off and look inside and then just, like, look at the top, I guess. Yep, I just have that in my hands right now.
It's kind of like a little mirror.
Oh.
Like, it's very, very shiny.
Oh, she's gonna be staring at that mirror for... Oh my god, yep. That's what she's doing right now. But I think it's Erin's part of the skill challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you were next. Yeah, Kess is just looking at her own reflection.
Okay. So we've got the butter in the churn, and now we need to churn it up, hopefully without cows eating us. So
Why would they eat us? I haven't trained them to be...
Because cows eat anything. Yeah, so I am going to use a sleight of hand to start to churn the butter without anyone seeing what I'm doing.
I mean, I have the churner stick in my hands.
Yeah.
I'm so stealthy, you see nothing.
Okay.
Because I got a 29.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm just staring at the air. Huh?
So I have to ask, are you trying to churn it without the top? Did you just take, like, the stick from her, or did you take the top as well?
The top as well.
Okay, then yes, she is staring at air for a good couple of minutes, not even realizing while you're churning the butter.
Never even saw it take out of your hand. Mm-mm.
So before you know it, Cass, you kind of come to, and Erin, you're down there churning butter, and, you know, it gets thicker and thicker, and then you have a pot full of butter.
I'm, like, looking up what a butter churner looks like. Okay.
Really?
So it's like it's sort of like a potato masher on a really long stick. Okay, got it.
Yeah, kind of. We at my grandmother's house have a large clay one.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I am picturing this better now that I have looked up a picture of it.
Cool.
Yes.
Maybe my family's more country than I thought.
So yes, you churn the butter. Who is going to be in charge of the butter?
I'm going to go with Olive.
Can I use my make a gourmet meal chef's tools?
Yes. Are those just a bunch of tools that you can use to cook with?
It says cook's utensils. Create a gourmet meal, DC 15.
What else are you adding? Because you just have butter. You did smell fruit,
Yes.
and there is smoke on the horizon.
I mean,
You don't have to cook right now
Okay.
if you don't want
All right,
to.
yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
I lick some of the butter, like I put it on my finger and then I put it in my mouth and I'm like, although good, this is perhaps not a meal.
I will give you that with your chef's tools. I would assume that you have some kind of pot or carrying
Oh wait, officially, yes.
thing that you can use to put it in.
Let's see what I have. I have a metal pot. Ah, forgot I had that. Yeah. So, do we have butter?
We do
Yes.
now.
Okay. All right. Let's take the butter over there. I mean, we could make cow into food.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, they look very fluffy. Maybe that means that they are good. Guess is a bit dazed, but she comes to.
I mean, I look at the cow in front of me. Do I want to murder it?
It's very cute. It's like fluffy puppy cute.
Gosh. Okay. All right. You know what? Since you are a fluffy cow, you can live. Okay. Let's head to the fruit.
Okay.
I mean, we could always put it in my bag of holding, and it'll die humanely.
I could kill it very quickly. It will
You'll never
hardly
see it.
feel a thing.
I back between my friends and the cow, and I feed the cow a little bit more meat. And I'm like, no, go over there, and I like shoo it over there to the fruit.
Okay, it moves. Give them fluffy, cute cows, and they want to murder them.
We'll think about eating them. We'll think about it.
It is an option, right?
I mean, cows are cute, right, guys?
Like the cute reaction is also the same as one that makes you angry. So, like, for cats, cuteness is similar to rage, but not quite.
That's awesome. You guys crest the hill towards where Olive smelled the fruit, and as you go over the hill, you see a large fruit orchard. And I will let your perception, Cass's perception, kind of run there. The howling is getting louder the closer you are to the orchard.
Oh, that howling is getting louder. I think the dogs are there too.
Oh, there's the meat. Yes.
Yeah, we can make
Okay.
those into meat, right?
Absolutely. I've been told to.
Do you guys head down to the orchard?
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
flying, maybe like 50 feet in the air.
Okay, so as you approach the orchard, has various fruits like apples and pears, and you see some oranges, and you see like some clementines, and you see some cherries. As you get closer, from in between the trees, and Kess, you see this first, out steps a thin-boned, kind of tan dog, except for it has razor-sharp teeth coming up from the sides, kind of like saber-toothed tigers, but it's a dog.
I'm gonna like shout down to my friends. Oh, there's a dog. I mean, it doesn't look like it has a lot of meat on it though. It's very skinny. Should we feed it something to make it fatter?
I don't know if we have that much time.
Yeah. I look towards the direction that Kess is pointing out. Does it look like it's charging to attack us?
It does not. It is standing on the edge of the tree line, and it is just kind of watching you for now.
I mean, the whole reason I kill dogs, you guys, is because I think that unattended dogs that attack people are a problem. Like, it's the whole, a dog pack is really a bad thing for your city because they'll occasionally eat old people and babies. So this is exactly the type of dog that I eat. It doesn't look like it's a pet, does it? Does it have a collar?
No, it does not have a collar.
Okay, this is the kind of danger dog that, like, if your grandma was outside, might kill her. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the meat for the meal, guys.
Okay.
Do I see any more dogs? Or just the
Nope,
one?
just the one.
Ah, there's only that one.
Aaron, you want to go?
In terms of killing the dog,
Yeah.
I assume that would be Kess, but I can do it too.
Yeah, let's go. All right. I'm going to run towards the dog.
All right, I'll run with you.
I'm also gonna, like, dive toward it.
I'm gonna pull out my my sword that I've never used this entire season.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It doesn't attack you. It just sits there in the trees.
Okay.
I mean, do you want us to roleplay this combat? Because Olive is going to murder and skin and de-meat this animal. So if you want us to go through the combat, we can.
Who's first? Who's in front?
55 feet per round, guys. Anyone else faster?
I've got 60
slow.
feet, 60 feet fly.
Okay, Cass is first.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I'm a bird of
Cass-
prey.
Yeah. As you pull up on it, you notice kind of behind it in a tree, there is a dog house that has scribbled in Sylvan what you assume to be a name. And the dog just looks at you curiously. So, I mean, if you want to hit this thing, you can hit this thing, but it's not going to attack you.
I see. Do I want to be the one who kills the dog? Or, like, hits it first?
It's not a pet, is it? Can't tell. I'm far away.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, I just rolled, like, myself a wisdom saving throw. I got a 3 on the dice. I'm just like, I mean, that wasn't quite enough meat. So, I'm just gonna, like, as I'm flying, I'm going to rage and just like bite it at, like, its neck. Trying to make it as quick as possible, essentially.
Rolled a hit.
And I am raging, so, okay. I'm gonna roll to hit. Attacking recklessly.
Ooh. I'm gonna see this doghouse afterwards and feel really bad.
I got only, like, let's see. So, bite attack is... Got a 16.
That hits.
That hits.
How much do you hit it for?
So, my beak is like, counts as a primal weapon, and it does, like, 1d8 damage. Oh, that's a 9 points of damage total. Actually, plus rage damage, which is, I think, plus, 3? Rage is... why did I not write this somewhere? Yeah, I think it's a plus 3, right? At, like, level 10 barbarian. Let me just double check this.
Sure.
Yeah, it's plus 3 damage. So, that's a 12 damage with my beak.
It whimpers and tries to run away.
You're making me feel really bad.
I'm gonna, like, hold on to it. So, like, yeah, I'm gonna try not to let it run away. Because, like, I've got it with my beak. Yeah.
The player hates this, but Olive is a dogivore.
Same.
Does Olive see the doghouse?
Yes, as you draw closer, you do see the doghouse as your friend is on top of this dog who is trying to run away.
I have, like,
Cass!
my wings on top of it.
Cass, it's a pet. Wait.
I still continue trying to attack it because, like, I'm in kill mode right now. I'm raging.
Yep. The barbarian is raging. I gotta body tackle my friend because I'm like, it's a pet. No, we don't eat pets. We eat stray dogs. Stray dogs. I'm gonna try to hit, but non-lethally, but like
Okay.
grapple. I don't know. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to get Kess off the dog because it's a pet.
That's contested strength
Oh
checks or
gosh, it's
athletics?
not gonna work. Oh gosh, monk. Oh no. Okay, all right. Well, that is
Maybe I
a 4
rolled-
on the dice. I don't know what I'm adding to that. I've
Is it
never
athletics
grappled
or
anything.
strength?
I think it's strength.
Okay.
I think it's just a strength
Can I
check.
instead hit her with the flurry of blows because I can incapacitate things with that? I don't know. For this round, I'll say I failed. I failed to grapple you, but what I'm gonna try next time is gonna punch you in the face.
Yeah, 'cause I got a 15.
Yeah, no, I do not
Okay.
grapple. I'm just following along. I'm being dragged along the ground.
Aaron, the chaos in front of you has ensued. You have one friend killing a dog, the other getting dragged.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Why
I do like
all gone bad.
sounds. I'm just like flapping around, kind of like mantling.
It's a pet, Cass. It's a pet.
I'm trying to decide what to do here because I am not going to attack the pet with a sword. Oh, I have my Reveler's Concertina, and I am going to cast Otto's Irresistible Dance on Kess.
So read it so we know what it does.
Please read this.
Absolutely. It says a lot. 1 second. Okay. All right. Choose one creature you can see within range. The target begins a comic dance in place, shuffling, tapping its feet, and capering for the duration. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this spell. The dancing creature must use all of its movement to dance without leaving its space and has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls. While the target is affected by this spell, other creatures have advantage on attack rolls against it. As an action, the dancing creature makes a wisdom saving throw to regain control of themselves. On a successful save, the spell ends. And there is no save for the beginning, so you are definitely dancing, Kess.
Do I still have the dog mode? Because I just like have it clamped down in there. So I start dancing. Like, have you ever seen a bird dancing? It's like
I have, actually.
oh my god, they're they're so cute. So yeah, I'm just a dancing falcon right now. But do I still have the like dog, or do I drop it?
I think it forces you to drop it because if you're shuffling, you can't really hold on. So you drop the dog.
All right.
Who runs into his doghouse whimpering.
I would like to follow the dog with a potion. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were a pet. You didn't have a collar on. Why aren't you microchipped?
You couldn't see a mic. Okay, anyways. You follow the dog while we have our dancing bird of prey. And Aaron, do you have to see her, or are you following Olive while she's dancing? Or are you dancing along? What are you up to while...
Can I roll performance?
I don't know if I have to...
Performance to see. Oh, that's like a 12. I got a 12.
It doesn't say that I have to be able to continue to see her.
Okay, so with a 12, Kess, your dance is like not the worst. It's above average, but it's not like amazing.
Mm-hmm. Just a good old falcon dance.
Yes.
Do you want to try a wisdom saving throw to get out of it?
I will. That's gonna be a 13.
Oh,
so I am
that
still
fails.
dancing. How long does this last? How long does this spell last?
A minute, or until you can roll a successful. That's 6 turns or 10 turns. I think it's 10 turns. So yeah, 10 turns. You get 10 chances to end this early.
I see. I'm gonna roll like a few times, but like it's only gonna be for a minute. So
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we're not.
as she's fighting with this dancing.
I got a natural 20.
Okay, so you still dance for a few minutes while Olive follows this dog who is now curled up in its home, and you have a potion.
I would like to try to roll on animal handling. Can I do that to try to...
Yes.
Okay, so maybe that wasn't a good idea because as the dice was going down, I remembered I can talk to dogs, because I have Tongue of Sun and Moon, and I can.
Oh.
Yeah, and so actually, so that's a 9 on animal handling, but it can understand everything I say. As I say, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were a pet. I thought you were a rabid wild dog.
We're going to ignore the animal handling for now, because as you're talking to it, it kind of looks up and it says, I just wanted to guard the forest. My master said I had to guard the fruit. It's very important. But you guys weren't going for the fruit, so I didn't attack.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sit down because I think that's good for establishing communications, and I'm gonna say, I'm Olive. We were sent here by evil, slave-owning Fae, and we're going to topple the royalty and eat the rich. But before we do that, we have to make a meal. So, meat is a big part of meals for some creatures. And so we thought that as a wild dog, that you were like a parasite upon society, and that that you killed babies. And so we were going to use you as the meat, and we were wrong, because seeing this doghouse and seeing how you were defending the fruit, you're a good puppy. We didn't know that, and I'm sorry. And I offer out my fist with, like, no fingers, like, fist down, and that's what the 9 on the animal handling is. And if it bites me, I'm not going to react, because I'm like, I tit for tat, I bit you, you know, you can bite me.
It just kind of sits there and stares at you because it's very scared.
Yeah. Here's a health potion or 2. I think I have some here. And I just want to say I'm sorry. Is there any way I can make it up to you? Would you like some healing? How many of these do I have? 3. I have 3 healing potions. Can I give all 3 healing potions to this dog?
Yes,
I don't think it needs that many.
Yeah, it took
you
12
can-
points of damage. So, like, maybe 2.
Okay, the first one was 10 damage healed. The second one, my D4s are amazing today. Was 6 damage healed. So I think
It's healed, yeah, with 2.
got 1 potion left if anyone wants to. Anyway, okay. I'm so sorry, dog. You're a good puppy. And can I make it up to you?
I don't know why you would eat meat, but
Oh, come on, you
are
eat
you
meat.
are you talking?
Have you seen a squirrel? Come on, let's be real. You've seen a squirrel, right?
At this point, I'm gonna, like, I stopped dancing and I'm heading over there too. So I'm like,
Yes.
I stopped raging because, like, I didn't attack anything. So, like, I'm just like, I don't even know what happened. Just like, oh, I taste blood. Did I bite something?
You were rage dancing.
Rage dancing, oh my god, yes.
I'm gonna vomit up a rat. There you go.
Thank you. If you're talking about desserts, a long time ago, a very nice lady came by, and she made this red orange velvet cake, and the master seemed to really like that. But if you want, you can have some oranges for that. Just please don't hurt me again.
I have this deadpan, exasperated look on my face at red velvet cake. Red velvet orange cake. And I'm like, Mayor?
Gonna haunt you forever.
Oh, no. Okay, all right. I leave a bunch of meat. Just meat with the dog. Good puppy. And what else can I give it? Nothing else is interesting to animals. I'm gonna leave it some rope. It can play with a rope toy. There you go. Sorry, so sorry. Our bad. And one of the players is cuddling their puppy. I don't actually eat dogs in real life.
Do you guys take any?
Wait! Didn't you kill a puppy? You killed a tiny puppy just like that by a fat person falling on it. So let's not.
I did. I didn't say anything. I'm not judging you.
Okay, all right.
Aaron is just quiet. Do you guys take any fruit? What are you doing in
Yes.
this orchard?
Well, I mean, I thought who actually, like, did something to the dog, so I am gonna go up, like, apologize. I'm gonna, like, kind of go up to it, like, who are you? Oh, you're the one that I bit. Oh, okay, you look fine now, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. Olive said that we need meat. I saw an animal. I just went for it. So I'm sorry about that. I will not hurt you.
Woof, woof. I translate.
It looks at you, Olive, and says, "Please get Scary Bird Lady away from me. You can have whatever you want. Bye-bye." And, like, curls up deeper in its house with its rope toy.
Okay. All right.
Aaron is just gonna go grab fruit.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab some oranges and some cherries. Do they have any banana?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab some banana. It's a really good emulsifier, okay?
It is. I just had a banana earlier today. Freeze them after dipping them in chocolate. It's delicious. Oh, I want to.
See, now you're emulsified.
Oh, ready? 1 banana, 1 egg. You mix them together, and you frying pan it up like it's a pancake.
Because it is.
Wait, I'm a bird. I mean, I guess I could lay an egg. is it that time of the month or the time of the week? I'm a female bird.
Okay, we got some bananas. We got some various other fruit. We may have an egg. We'll have to see.
Is that something
Squeeze her.
I roll? Is that something I roll for?
I guess. What'd you roll?
I'm just gonna roll a constitution check, I guess, to see if I have any in there, you know? It's just like, maybe I have an egg. Let's see. I rolled a 5, so I guess no egg today. So I like try to lay an egg, and I'm just like sitting there. I made myself a little nest. I'm just like concentrating on it, but nothing happens. I'll probably just do that while you guys are in the orchard. I'll be trying to lay an egg.
Okay.
Kess tries to lay an egg unsuccessfully. It's a very good nest, though. And you two fill up on fruit and gather your fruit. And then you said you wanted to head towards the smoke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to do with butter and fruit? I mean, we can make like banana foster,
Well, I think we still need maybe some flour and sugar.
banana bread,
Yeah, do we have any like grains or seeds? Anyone?
banana granola.
We're gonna make that cake.
No.
That's why I got oranges and cherries.
Okay. We head to the smokestack.
So as you just kind of walk out, there is a stone path that kind of follows around the curve of a hill. And you come upon a small hut. And that's where the smoke is coming out of. It's just a simple wooden hut with like a thatched roof. And you do smell what sounds, Olive, you do smell baking coming from this hut. And there's like a little garden in front. It's very like Hagrid-y from Harry Potter, but not so murder animals around. But you don't see anybody outside.
Do we see anything else? Like maybe like some kind of grain or... Actually, if there's cooking inside, I bet we could just go lift some flour. Who needs to grind your own? What are we, in a garden?
You know, Aaron, I move my hand up and down to gesture at how you are covered in gold and you're very thin and small and cute. And, you know, I'm like, you're kind of skinny enough. I wonder if they'll want to feed you.
Oh. Can I knock on the door?
Yes, you can.
All right.
You're not being sneaky about this. You're just knocking on the door.
I'm just knocking on the door.
I think I'm going to hide around the house's corner and watch.
Okay,
I
Cass,
think-
are you hiding?
Yeah, I'm also gonna try to hide.
The door opens, and in front of you is it almost looks very similar to a goblin, but it has more pointy ears and like a flatter, more friendly face, and it's wearing a like bright pink apron that says #1 cook and just some simple clothes, and it says, "Hello, my name is Flops McGee. How can I help you?"
I'm gonna look really small, and I'm gonna just scrunch down, and I'm gonna try to like make my stomach grumble on command. This is Broadway level right here, and I'm just gonna get really big eyes and say, "Please, I smelled food. I'm so hungry."
Performance check.
Oh, gladly.
The first time I've ever seen a stomach grumble on command, but I believe it with the performance check of...
With a performance check of 31.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I have a plus 15 to performance.
Yes, it looks at you and it says, "Oh, poor little thing. Of course. I was afraid you were going to try to kill me like the other ones. You only have to ask to come in and eat some food." And it like takes your hand and leads you inside to its kitchen and points to a seat and says, Sit. I was just making some pies today. I have some cherry or apple, whatever you prefer."
Ooh, apple.
Wonderful. And it like cuts a slice and slides it over on like a very cute plate and says, I hope when you were coming here, I don't know which direction you came from, but I hope the dog in the orchard didn't give you too much trouble. She tends to be very nice if you don't mess with the fruit."
Oh no, she was very nice.
Wonderful. I don't get many guests. Most of them are here from that stupid boy king and his stupid challenges. You know, you would think that those boys would just get together already instead of continuing this nonsense.
Yeah.
It seems like you know a lot about them. Can you just fill me in here? What's the sitch there?
Well, of course I know a lot about them. I was their nanny until their father banished me because they were becoming too friendly. I don't think you could be too friendly, you know. That's the Flops McGee motto, be friendly. The boys, they were friends for a while, and then they became teenagers, and you know how teenagers are. They kind of scare you a little bit, but not me, not Nanny Flops McGee. I put them right into their place, but they kind of fell in love, you know how they do, and one would be single and want to ask the other one out, and then the other one would have a girlfriend, and as the Fae tend to do, they get very jealous, and when jealousy arises, sometimes murder happens. Again, I did try to rein those boys in, but they were quite a handful, and since they became kings of the respected kingdoms, they have these stupid games they play because neither of them is brave enough to either challenge the other one to a duel or just kiss him. And I think that would solve all of their problems, but what do I know?
Do you know what their current game is?
No, I was told it was... I'm assuming it has something to do with cooking, because everyone keeps coming and trying to steal my flour. But again, I'm a nanny. I see you coming from a mile away. All you have to do is ask.
Well, let me share some gossip with you.
Ooh, yes.
We are actually part of that game right now, and it is about cooking. We have to cook something that's going to knock their socks off. And, I think you might have had a bigger influence on them than you thought because, you know, it seems like this challenge is really designed around you and the influence that you must have had on their lives.
Well, that's wonderful that they at least think of me, but hopefully they will at some point let me out, because again, their father kind of cursed me. Not that I'm slipping into a Russian accent. Not that I blame the boys. They are... well, not innocent in all of this. Some people may have died, but they are, you know, but two star-crossed lovers.
Well, how about you help me and I help you? I bet those boys don't even know that you're stuck in here. Why don't you help me win this cooking challenge, and we'll find a way to make sure that you're there when we present this cake to them and remind them of what's really important in life. Like getting together and freeing you.
You are such a good boy. And she like taps your cheek in like a grandmotherly way. And she says, let me see what I have. And she starts digging through like a cupboard in an ice chest. And she pulls out a frozen cake. And she says, if I remember correctly, their favorite flavor is red orange velvet. I've only given this recipe to one other person. And, it was in hopes that she would marry one of the boys, but of course that didn't really work out. Last I know, she opened this wonderful little bakery in this wonderful little town. But anyways, I'm gossiping too much. I'm just an old lady gossip, don't you know? I don't get to talk to that many people. I have one that is frozen, or I could give you the recipe to bake one yourself. Of course, you know, it does go faster if you're not... There's that Russian accent again. If you're not by yourself.
Come on, look at me. Do you think I don't have friends?
Hi.
I also step out from behind where I was hiding, and I do have a bit of blood around my beak. But I've forgotten about that.
Yeah, I'm not looking... I believe I'm wearing a gold ball gown over a Jedi-style robe and baggy brown pants, and I'm covered in probably blood from having cleaned up the dog. I'm Olive. I understand if you want me to stay over here.
Hi, I'm Kiss.
Oh, come in. Are your friends hungry as well? Are you starving?
Oh, they're both always hungry.
Yes.
Yes.
And she looks at you, Olive, and she goes, I have a feeling this one is not much for cake. Let me dig. And she goes into her fridge and she pulls out these popsicles. And she says, I normally make these for the dog, but I think they're of quality anyways that you would enjoy. They are liver popsicles.
Oh, I put the whole thing, including the stick, in my mouth because, again, I don't really chew, and I kind of suck on it for a while.
Wonderful. I have not had the honor of serving a friend of avian looking, and you realize she's like trying not to be offending to you. Cass.
I probably don't even notice. I'm like, oh, I'm an Arakokra. I eat meat too, but some bird people like to eat other things, but I like to eat meat. Any kind of meat. Raw meat is my favorite, but I eat other things. I even eat meat brownies. I once had those. They were brownies, but they tasted just like meat.
Interesting. I will have to get the recipe from you.
I don't know who made them, but they were served at some kind of festival. I don't know. There was this guild, but I didn't like them very much, so I joined their guild instead.
Well, I do have some, and she digs through the fridge again. I do have some fresh deer meat here. Again, it was for the dog, but if you would like it, you can have it as well.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, are we going to bake now?
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. And then as the DM, I am going to need you guys to just pick a skill and how you contribute to the baking.
Ooh, that's not a skill I used before. All right.
Oh, I have an idea. Maybe, I'm thinking that I'll use nature to kind of, think of a design. We could make it look like a forest. Or, one of those beaches. Like a beach with a palm tree on it. Or something. So I think of designs, nature-themed using my nature skill.
Okay, rolled for nature.
All right.
Aaron and Olive.
Oh.
I'm gonna pull out from my pack some toppings that I gathered using the survival skill. And Aaron?
Okay.
I rolled a 28. I am going to use performance to sing a jaunty working song to keep up the pace as people stir.
Yeah, I rolled an 8. So I don't know what that means.
Your design. So as you bake, Olive, I'm assuming you take charge and you're in there with Flops Mickey, and she's talking to you, but you see that she's kind of impressed with your baking knowledge. And as you guys bake the cake, and Aaron is singing a tune. Aaron, do you have a tune to sing for us?
Patty cake, baker's man. Make me a cake as fast as you can. Put it in the oven and top it with an A. Nobody? Come on. Oh, it's fine.
I didn't have friends as a child, I guess.
Oh, cake with meat. Cake with meat is good.
And then, you know how I was pulling stuff out from my bag to put as toppings and stuff? And it's stuff that I had gathered from around using survival skill. My survival bonus is a +4 to a natural 1.
Oh, no.
You accidentally added some meat, and Flops Mickey smacks your hand with a wooden spoon and makes you start over. It's just no.
But meat brownies are delicious. And then I listen.
But this is not a meat. This is not a meat brownie. This is red orange velvet. It's very important that we get this correct.
Olive trying to sneak meat into the cake is perfect. Thank you.
And so as you guys get corrected, you guys keep cooking, and then you pull it out, and then you get to Kess, and Kess, they just let you decorate it. And when they look at it, they go, well, it's a beach. It's a beach. And
do you not like the blood on it? There is a dead animal on it. Those are the best kind of beaches. You just find free food lying there. Was it not a good touch to have the dead animal on there?
Flops kind of reaches up and pats the side of your face, and she says, you did your best. Now, you must leave. Did they give you a way back, or must I send you?
I think you have to send us. But you have to come with us.
Oh, I cannot leave. Just have the boys release the curse on this place. I cannot leave my dog behind, and then there's the cows that need to be milked. Of course, just send them my way when you're done.
Okay.
I'm really glad we didn't kill her cows and dog. I like how we thought about it.
She kind of gestures to you guys to come out to the garden, and you see another ring of those, smaller ring, of course, of those black mushrooms. And she says, if you step in the middle of this, and then I'll just kind of activate your bracelets, it should send you right back to their court, because I'm assuming they are still in the same court.
The one with the black trees?
Ah, yes. They'd much prefer that home to the summer home.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Bye. Also, I'm just going to leave you this healing potion for no particular reason. Bye-bye.
And she claps her hands, and you guys disappear. And we are going to stop there for now. Today we were joined by Olive.
I'm sorry.
Aaron.
Hi.
And Kess.
I accidentally flew into a rage and almost killed a dog. By accident, of course. When I enter Bird of Prey mode, that's what happens.
If you like our show, please tell a friend or leave a review on your podcatcher of your choice, and we will read it on the air.
Yeah.
We hope that you're enjoying this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. Please leave us a review on iTunes.com. If you leave us a review, we'll read it on air. It's fun listening to the words of your review get read by the characters you know and love, so go to iTunes.com and leave us a review today. Can you think of someone who might enjoy this podcast? Please share it with them. Is their birthday coming up? A special anniversary? Would you like us to wish them a happy day on your behalf? You can arrange for us to read your shout-out on air at firebreathingkittenspodcast.com through our partnership with the website Buy Me a Coffee. Do you enjoy reading books? You can find paperbacks and ebooks based on our adventures on Amazon.com in the bookstore, Fire Breathing Kittens, that part's all one word, podcast. The authors do a great job of adapting the stories into fun novels. We also have official merchandise on redbubble.com. Imagine owning a notepad with the Fire Breathing Kitten logo on the front, or a t-shirt with one of your favorite characters. And lastly, I'd like to take a moment to sincerely thank all of you. We don't pay to advertise this show, so the only way we can grow is through the support of listeners like you. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. Today we are joined by Aaron.
Yo.
And Kess.
Hi.
And Olive.
Heyo.
We left off with you guys being transported through the dimensions back to the hall. You guys come to, and this time you're standing. You seem to be getting used to getting transported this way a little bit better. And in your hands is the beach with a dead body cake. And the two kings are looking at you expectantly.
I'm gonna give this to Aaron because they seem to respond to him better. So, here. You present it to them.
Yes. I am going to just, I guess, come up and present the cake and say, we met someone that I think you might remember from your childhood. She really helped us make this cake with love.
Oh, really? Who did you meet?
Consults notes.
And then Olive whispers, Flops McGee. Nanny Flops McGee.
Ah, yes. We met Miss Nanny Flops McGee.
Impossible. Our nanny was killed.
Au contraire. She was cursed into that forest. She can't leave. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, there is also a dog and some cows there, too.
Yeah, they're fine. Completely fine. No damage at all. But apparently you guys are supposed to go visit her, maybe like break a curse at some point. She also thinks you guys really just need to bone.
The golden one looks horrified. And he is just like, first of all, why would I ever go out with him? And second of all, our nanny was killed by my father.
I have a piece of paper and charcoal, and I sketch the flat goblin face with pointier ears and a flatter face than a goblin, and I show them my sketch, and I'm not good at sketching. Okay, so this is like a bad caricature. And I'm like, if she's dead, then how do I know that she looks like this?
Well, I guess it's a passing resemblance. And the one with the aspen tree looking skin kind of huffs frustratedly, and he's like, well, are you going to present what you made, or are we just going to kill you and say that we lost?
Yeah, here's the cake.
I think you should feed it to one another.
I think you should.
Yeah, that is what mates do in our culture, and that woman said that you are mates. Well,
I hand it to the aspen Faye, and I'm like, dude, you saw that reaction. He's the bottom. This is going to be all you. Just you're going to have to initiate this.
He doesn't like super react, but he's also just kind of like looking aghast. And he just kind of, did you hand him like the whole cake?
The whole cake.
He like hands it off to one of his dryads who like cuts some pieces and hands them back, and he just kind of hands it over to the Golden King, who takes it, and they're just side-eyeing each other as they eat it. And then roll, I don't know if I want you to roll anything here. I'll let your previous rolls slide. They're not impressed with how it looks. They kind of curl their lip in disdain. They're like, the design could be better, but when they try it, it does taste wonderful, and they get very, very excited. And the Golden King says, it's just like my childhood. You must all try it, to the dryads, and they like feed the dryads. And he says, I think that means my team wins that challenge. And the aspen tree-looking one kind of huffs and sits further down into his seat and says, yeah, whatever. Let's get on with the next part of the trial. Do you have any last words?
Love is a path walked by, and then I disappear.
Oh, are we disappearing? Is that a thing? Or do we have more time?
Freedom!
And then you poof.
Oh. I guess I'm not going to cast a spell here. That's fine.
Okay. And you poof.
All right.
And when you guys wake up, you wake up in different places.
Oh.
So none of your companions are near you.
Kindness!
Olive. Kess, you are bound with rope hanging from a ceiling. Your wings are bound to you. And you are in an empty room similar to the one you started the last challenge in. Olive, you are in a room that has silver walls, and standing before you is a gelatinous cube that is glowing green. And Aaron, you're in a blank room with a bucket of water and a candle. So we're going to start off with, actually roll, I guess initiative would be good here. Roll initiative for me just for funsies, and we'll see who we start off with.
17.
24.
9.
All right, we will start with Aaron then. Aaron, in your room, you are not tied. You're just standing in the middle of a room. And it's a blank room, but there's a bucket of water, a candle, and a door with no keyhole. What do you do?
Bucket of water, a candle, and a door with no keyhole.
If you want to roll a perception check, I could potentially tell you more.
Oh, yes, I will roll a perception check. 14.
As you kind of walk around the room to get a feel for it, the walls are blank. It's the similar material to the room that you started in for the other challenge. But the door does have a keyhole in the shape of a flame. And sticking out of the middle of it is a candle wick.
Oh. Can I pick up the candle and light the other candle?
Yes.
Okay, I do that.
Okay, as you do that, you hear a spark fizzle and green sparks shoot out again. And if you look down at your feet, you will notice the shadow of the door. And the shadow of the door has a keyhole that is shining through.
What shape is it?
The shape of a keyhole. Like a...
Okay, so I'm going to use shape water and take some of the water from the bucket and shape it into a key that looks like it'll approximate that keyhole and poke it into that spot on the ground.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Is there a similar looking keyhole in the door now?
No. Just in the shadow on the ground.
Okay. Can I dump the bucket of water on the shadow of the door?
Yeah.
Nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
Okay. Do I see anything else about this shadow?
Nope, it just looks like the outline of the door and then the keyhole.
And the keyhole. Does it have the outline of hinges?
It does.
Can I take my dagger and pry at the hinges on the shadow door on the floor?
Yes.
What happens?
Nothing.
Nothing. Ah, okay. What if I blow out the candles?
Everything goes dark. If you do get stuck, and this is for everybody, you can always have me move on to somebody else as well if you would need some time to think.
Yeah, let's flash to somebody else.
Okay, so we flash to next, Kess. You are tied upside down in a room with a rope that is extremely tight, and you are just kind of hanging. Can you do a perception check for me?
Sure. Okay, that's pretty in character. I got an 13 total.
Great. So your room has an opening that is the way you're hanging in the middle, and there are 3 different walls, and you're kind of slowly turning as you kind of shift around, and on each wall and on the floor there is a different riddle. And there's also in the middle of the room, there's a chest, a box of sand, and 3 totems. Do you want me to read the riddles off?
Give me a second. So there's...
Okay.
In the middle of the room, there is a box of sand.
Yep, a box of sand, a chest, and 3 totems.
Okay. I'm just
Are you
furiously
ready
scratching
for
away.
your riddles?
Yes.
The first one is, I have towns without people, forests without trees, rivers without water. What am I?
Towns without people, rivers without... Wait.
Forests without trees,
Forest-
rivers without water.
Oh.
What am I?
Okay.
Ooh, Erin is smiling.
I think I know.
The next one is, what has a golden head and a golden tail, but no body?
Nobody. Okay. Well, I think I know that one. What's the third one?
Third one is, the more you leave behind, the more you take. And there is a 4th one on the floor that I can read to you as well.
Okay, what's the 4th one?
What breathes, consumes, and grows, but will never be alive.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
I'm so glad you got those and I got a cube.
I'm playing a barbarian. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, so like, first off, the only thing that Cass hates more than seeing other people like tied up or not having their freedom is her not having her own freedom. She like probably just like does a cursory glance around the room, doesn't even read the riddles yet. Like, I have them noted down, but she hasn't yet because she's just like in full on like I hate it here mode. So she's gonna try to like wiggle herself out of the like restraints or like out of the ropes. At first she's gonna like try gently. So like is that acrobatics or athletics that I should roll?
I looked this up and now I'm blinking. I think it's just a strength check, right?
Strength check? Okay. So that's a 5. So she is going to rage now, seeing that she cannot do that. So she's going to try this again. She's going to try to get out of the bonds, just like break them. So I have advantage on strength checks. That is a 19.
Nope. I will give you with a 19, as you try to stretch out of these, you hear the ropes giggling.
Oh god. I mean, that just makes her madder. She's gonna continue trying. Also, like, the highest I can, like, I have a strength modifier of +2. So I actually can't, like, roll higher than a 22 even if I get nat 20. I'm gonna try to bite them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna recklessly attack them with my beak. And that is 13.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, Cass is gonna do that a few more times. Rage lasts, what, a minute? Yeah, I think rage
Yeah,
lasts
so you could
up to 1 minute.
arguably do it 10 times. If you want to roll multiple times, and just let me know if you get above a 19.
Alright, I will do a few rolls, maybe move on to the next person.
Okay, we'll check in on Olive and see how Olive is doing. Olive, you're in a room with a gelatinous cube that is glowing green. And if you can give me a perception check real fast.
18.
You see in the middle of the cube, after you kind of glance around the room to make sure there's nobody else there, you see a silver key, and behind you is a silver door.
Ooh. I take out a hunk of dog meat and I lob it onto the top of the gelatinous cube.
It eats it.
Ooh.
It like absorbs it into its center as it slowly sinks down.
Is the dog meat dissolving?
Yes, slowly, but yes.
Yeah. And there's a key in the middle of the cube. It's like, yeah. Is the cube between me and the door?
Yes.
Okay. I want to try taking some dog meat and wedging it into the keyhole in the door.
Okay, so you have to go past the cube.
Oh, wait, no. Okay. Because, like, a cube could fit through a keyhole, and then the key would get stuck. If I can just trick it to go onto the other side of the... But I can't. Okay. All right.
I'm following. If you want to try to sneak past this thing and beat its perception, you are welcome to do that.
I'm going to try to stealth behind the cube to trick it into eating meat that's been pushed through a keyhole. Okay, that's a stealth of... Well, that's a natural 1.
It beats you.
Oh. Hi. Hi. You're moving closer. Hi.
I'm going to need you to make a dex check.
Oh, gosh. At least I'm good at something. 29.
Oh, yes, you very much so pass. So you can either be pushed back 5 feet or to the side of the cube.
To the side of the cube.
Wonderful. You're pushed off to the side of the cube. What do you do next?
Did I end up on the door side or the not door side?
The door side. Because if you were pushed back, then that would be to the back.
Oh, yes. I take the dog meat and I wedge it into the keyhole and I push it through the keyhole.
Okay.
And then I leave a breadcrumb trail of dog meat to the keyhole.
I'm trying to decide what kind of check this is. If you can make a case for one, make it and roll it.
Deception. And I don't have a good deception check. I just think this is genuinely a deception. I have a -1 in that. I feel
Okay.
I'm leaving it up to the dice. Here we go. Let's see what happens. All right, that's a 9 on the dice. So that's an 8 overall.
It slowly turns, and it's slowly making its way there. And as it's like creepy B-roll 60 movies moving towards you, we will flash back over to Aaron. Aaron, how are you doing?
So I have a thought. Can I see through the keyhole in the door?
You can see dirt. It's only in the shadow. Or
Okay.
you mean the keyhole that you lit?
Yes.
Kind of, but it's only like slivers of hallway.
Okay, that's fine. But I can see something there.
Yes.
Can I cast Dimension Door?
Yeah?
Okay. I will cast Dimension Door to open onto that piece of hallway that I can see through that keyhole.
For our listeners out there, can you just read off what Dimension Door does?
Of course. Let me pull that up. You teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place you can see, one that you can visualize, or one that you can describe by stating the distance and direction. You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. Yeah.
Then yes, you can Dimension Door. I will give you that as you kind of look through that little like keyhole at the top that has the rope through it, the wick through it. Well, the burnt husk of the wick. You can see that the door is about 2 feet thick.
Is it? Okay, well, I've got a 500-foot range, so do I successfully get to the hallway on the other side?
Yes, you do.
Yeah!
Now faced with a hallway that is plain, and you can go left where you see a dead end, or you can go right. And as you're making that decision, we'll hop back over to Kess. Kess.
All right, so I actually can attack twice per turn. So during that 1 minute while I was raging, I attacked 19 times, besides that one that missed. What did you say its AC was?
20.
20. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I attacked it. I successfully beat its AC 8 times. Let me just count again. 13 times, sorry. So 13 times I beat its AC, and I deal like an average 8 damage every time I attack. The crit, I only rolled like a 6 damage, so that's not a lot. So that's 8 times 13. That's a lot. It's over 100.
Yeah, but how much? This thing actually does have hit points.
Ooh, okay. 104, and I can do bonus damage when I'm raging. Like, I have this thing called Infectious Fury, so I can do this 5 times per long rest. And when I hit a creature with natural weapons while raging, because I'm using my beak, which is a natural weapon, target must make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15. On a fail, I will choose to have it take damage, which is a 2d12. So,
It rolled a 16.
16. That beats it. Okay, the first one is wasted. I'm going to try that again. So,
Are you going to try it all 5 times?
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to try it 3 times.
Okay, I'm just going to speed it up by rolling multiples.
Yeah.
Beats and then loses.
Okay, so then it takes an extra 2d12, which is going to be an extra 11 damage. So that's a total of 115 points of damage over that 1 minute.
Okay, I will tell you that it's very frayed, but it's still holding on, and the giggling is getting louder.
Okay, I mean, I will rage. Should I continue my rage? You know what, I'll just attack normally without rage, because I'm getting tired. Like, Kes is really tired by now. She's been attacking non-stop for a minute, so she's like, I'm not gonna be raging.
Okay, so while you roll up all your attacks, roll them up. If you hit 20, add the damage together, and then we'll pop back to you. I think we are on Olive.
Cool.
Olive, in this time, the cube has been slowly pushing its way through the lock. I'm going to have you do either... you can do the sleight of hand check, or the cube can do the sleight of hand check.
Oh, the cube.
Okay. The cube rolled a 4, and it has a -4 to its dex.
So, like, the key is wedged sideways or something? What's happening?
Yes, the key is flat against the door as this cube is slowly making its way through.
Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit until the cube, like, passes completely through the door or starts to back up, and I'm gonna watch and see what happens, because if the key drops to the ground, that's one thing, and if the cube starts to back up, that's another thing, so...
The cube has a worse intelligence, so it is going to continue forward. As it continues forward, the key just keeps smacking against the door as it's being pushed out. And for that matter, so is the dog meat that you put in there, even though it's still kind of sizzling. And it drops to the floor, and the dog meat seems to be getting consumed, but the key is just sitting there.
I wait until it's safe to pick up the key.
The rest of the goop kind of falls off and sizzles into the floor, and the dog meat kind of dissolves, and the key is just sitting there.
I pick up the key, and I put it into the keyhole.
Wonderful. It clicks open.
All right. I open the door.
So yes, the door opens open, and the door opens open. Door swings open, and you are staring down a hallway, and about 60 feet away from you, you see Aaron standing in a hallway as well.
Heyo, mind the cube.
Wait, what?
Don't touch the cube.
I'll try. Do you want to try to hack through a 2-foot door?
What? What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. I just teleported through it. I was not about that life.
All right. Where's Cass?
I don't know, but so that was your room. Did you see any forks or anything?
Just a metal key, no metal forks.
Okay. So I had a fork outside of mine, but the left just looked like a dead end. But maybe there's more to that than meets the eye? Should we go check it out?
Yeah.
So you're looking, I should clarify, I'm sorry, this is on me. You are looking to the right. There was nothing in front of you. Aaron, you're looking to, so what would have been the right fork? And you guys are staring at each other down that hallway.
Exactly. So she came from the right, so we know nothing else is down there but her room.
Actually, are you walking towards him?
Yes.
Olive?
Oh.
Yeah.
Aaron, are you walking forward too?
Yes.
Okay, so as you guys meet in the middle, you do notice that there is a left turn for Olive, a right turn for Aaron that you could take.
Oh. Okay, yeah, there was just a dead end back there, so let's try this.
All right. Hey, don't touch the cube. All right.
Okay.
The cube is like jamming itself into another doorway.
Oh, bye, cube.
It's very stupid. As you guys walk down this hallway, you do see like glowing doors off to the side, but none of them are open. At the very end of the hallway, Cass, how loud do you get when you rage?
Oh, I am super loud. So like birds are extremely loud. Have you ever heard like an angry kestrel or falcon? Like they make so much noise. I am making a lot of noise. I do not care.
I was just thinking, imagine that, like, barbarian rage from a bird. Ugh.
Yes, so as you're walking down that hallway, you do hear bird screams of rage.
Oh, Cass. I pick up my pace. I start going faster. Cass, we're here.
Falcon screeching continues.
You appear on the inside. You enter into a room through that open, like, archway, and you can see her struggling against these ropes that are looking pretty frayed, like, extremely frayed. How many hits did you get, Cass?
I got, like, around, I got, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hits.
And how much damage was that?
Oh, wait, 9 plus a crit, actually. So 8 times 9 plus, again, I only crit for, like, 8 damage. 80 points of damage.
80. Okay, they are looking about 2/3 of the way super damaged. On the floor, you do notice the different riddles, and I can definitely read those back if I need to. What do?
I channel my inner Geico Gecko and I run up the wall to make your height the same as my height. And I say, Cass, we're here. It's okay. Calm down.
Yeah, I get up on my flying carpet and do the same. I'm here. Do you want help out of that?
I kind of like, I stop screeching for a minute, and then I look at you. Oh, you guys, yeah, these stupid ropes are giggling and they're just staring me. God, I've been attacking them for like such a long time now. What's it been, like 2 hours? It's only been 2 minutes, but it feels like such a long time for her. And then she just continues like hacking at them. After she says that. I think there is some writing on the floor.
Yeah, okay, stop struggling. You're gonna hurt yourself. Okay, what's this writing on the floor?
She kind of just like stops struggling for a second, and then she like looks down kind of to read it. So what was the one on the floor? Was it the fourth one that you read?
Yes, it was the fourth one.
So I read, what breeds, consumes, grows, and is never alive. What am I? Huh. What breeds,
know?
consumes, and is never alive? Do you know?
Me too.
I might have a guess. I don't know. What do you think, Erin?
I think fire.
Fire?
Yeah.
Ooh,
The
fire.
ropes begin to loosen.
Oh, this is working. And then I look at another one, and then I happen to look at the golden head, golden tail, no body. So this one says, I have a golden head and a golden tail, but no body. That's familiar. Oh wait, I think I know. I think it's a coin. You know, like those shiny things that you get a lot of when you do a quest, like a reward. Yeah, it's a coin.
If anyone knows coins, it's you, Cass.
The ropes are practically falling off. But they're still caught around you.
Yeah, I re-begin my struggling now, having remembered that they're there for a second.
It's okay. What's this third one?
The third one. The third one was, this one, it reads, the more you leave behind, the more you take. So what is that?
Litter?
Glitter?
Litter.
Oh, litter.
Taking from the environment? I don't know.
Actually, yes, glitter.
The ropes do not loosen.
The more you take, the more you leave behind.
The more you leave behind. Well, what do you leave behind? You leave behind...
STDs.
Bodies? What? Oh. Cass doesn't know what those are.
And what do you take?
The things that give you STDs. The more of those you take, the more you're going to leave behind.
STDs. Are those like good things? Do I want to have a lot of STDs?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so how do I get the STDs then?
We'll talk later.
I'm going to let you two explain that. I'm going to be over here.
To a
If they're
bird.
shiny,
That
then
might be
yes.
interesting.
It would be, yeah. if they're shiny, I definitely want them.
I wonder what that cube's up to. Bye.
There
I'm
is
kidding.
another riddle.
Yeah, there is another one.
What's the other riddle?
So this one is towns without people, forests without trees, rivers without water. What am I?
A map?
A map.
It is, and the ropes fall off to the ground, and the giggling has stopped. And I
Cass
guess
just like flaps around like happy. She just
I was
flies
gonna
around.
say, Kes, can you catch yourself, or do we need to?
I will roll for it. Is it a dex save?
Yes.
I do have advantage against things that I can see, so I will roll with advantage. That will be an 18 plus 7. Oh, plus 4, sorry. 22.
You like do an aerial flip before you land on the ground very gracefully.
Just like, freedom! And then I just like fly around a little bit. My feathers are very, very like messed up.
Oh, now I know how that moose feels.
Yeah, we should free it. I almost forgot about it. But yeah, terrible people keeping things in cages.
Do they really deserve love?
I don't think so. But if they want to mate with each other, that's fine.
I mean, they're Fae, so I'm not sure what you were expecting, but the lives of other people will be better if they are in love.
Ooh, hey, there's a reason. If they're distracting each other people benefit. I like it.
Yeah.
Do you guys leave the rope when you leave the room?
I will continue attacking it. For like, I'll give it a few more bites just for good measure.
Aaron, can I have an Arcana check?
Sure. Let me just see what my Arcana modifier is. +3. That's a 5.
You feel like you've heard this before, but you can't quite, it's like on the tip of your tongue, but you can't quite remember what these are.
Yeah, guys, I feel like these are something magical. I'm not exactly sure what, but they're giggling. It's weird.
Stupid. And then I continue biting at them. Yeah, how you like that, huh? Take that, stupid rope.
I try to tickle them.
They don't react.
Can Olive do some kind of knowledge check?
Yes, history or Arcana.
All right, I'm going to try history. 15.
So, Olive, you've heard of these in passing when you've kind of been drinking and eating at the guild hall. You've heard it from our other magic users. These are called giggle ropes, and they are very strong ropes, and their trap can be... They're kind of similar to the dimension handcuffs, to where their owner sets the riddles for that holds its prey.
Oh. I'm going to share that information with Kes and Aaron. Have you guys ever heard of giggle ropes, where you set a riddle and they can hold prey for you until the prey solve the riddle?
Can't say I have, between mouthfuls of rope.
Well, these are them.
Well, I think we should take them.
Yeah, Aaron, I mean, have at it. I've got dimensional shackles. Do you want some giggle rope?
Sure.
All right.
You probably play tug of war with Cass for a second, but then she eventually like lets go, and then she starts preening herself.
All right, I got some giggle ropes.
Wonderful. So, do you guys head back up the hallway? Or turn around to, like, look out the door? There are no other exits in this room.
I guess.
Cool.
Do you head back up the hallway, since there's only one exit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you head up, there's a couple of glowing doors. There's one on your left, and one kind of... There's two on your left down a hallway that are glowing, or you can continue forward. And this hallway has appeared out of nowhere, essentially.
I think we're supposed to hit the glowing door.
All right.
Olive, what do you think? Left or right?
Left.
I know, it's always left. All right, let's go.
Okay.
I'm going to try to open that door.
It opens freely. And inside is a well.
Is it a wishing well?
Perception check?
Not one.
You have no idea. You're not even sure if this is a well.
I will look at it.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Do I make a perception check?
Yes.
Okay. 11.
You notice as you're looking at it, there are 3 golden coins, and each of those golden coins have each of your faces, but like sideways, so in profile on it.
I reach for one of the coins.
Oh no, klepto bird.
Do you reach for yours?
I mean, probably I'll reach for that one first. But like I'll just kind of make a motion toward all of them.
So yours comes away freely and it comes into your hand. The others don't budge.
Kind of like keep on, like trying to grab them, and then I like give up and then just look at mine.
Olive, do you do anything in this room with the well?
I know it is very unlikely that my friend is going to throw her coin into the well, because she loves coins. She will keep them. So, can you describe the coin setup? The coins are in a...
So they're in kind of like a tray on the side of the well, and they're kind of like a... Not Sudoku. The word game. Scrabble. Like a Scrabble board. They're set up against that, and then you have the well behind it. And she cannot get yours and Aaron's face coins off of it.
That's good. That's the only way we're going to get ours. So
Yep.
I wait until she's fascinated with a different shiny thing and has moved away, and then I free my coin from the tray.
Okay. Kess, you play with your coin for a little bit, and then you kind of notice Aaron again and to the side, so you kind of move off so Olive can go in and grab a coin.
Yep.
Olive, what do you do with your coin?
I head over to the well, and I stand next to it.
It's a stone well, so it's made out of the same stone as the mushrooms are. It's just not shaped like mushrooms, and you can't see the bottom.
Okay. I'm going to take my coin, I'm going to hold it up in the air. I'm going to hold it up, and I'm going to look like I'm looking at the ceiling, and the coin is between my raised eye line and the ceiling, and I say, I wish for a kiss. I throw the coin into the well, and I'm thinking about those 2 kings of the Fae when I say that.
And I need you to roll a d8.
Oh no. 5.
You see some sparkles. And they're not green like you've been seeing. They're platinum. And sitting on the edge of a well is a potion.
Ooh, it's a love potion. I'm going to call it number 9 and stick it in my bag. Erin, it's up to you.
Okay. I am going to pick up my coin. I am going to toss it into the well as I say, I wish for an exit.
Roll a d8.
1.
You feel super strong. Like ridiculously strong. And what this translates to paperwork-wise is you just gained +2 AC. Permanently.
Oh, okay. Not what I wished for, but okay.
Disappointed monks say what?
If you want, you can check out your potion, Olive.
No, I think I'm going to feed it to the boys. No.
Are you sure it's a love potion?
Well, I think it is. I'm not intelligent. I'm just wise.
Can I do an Arcana check on her potion?
Yes, you can.
22.
It is a potion that is golden, and you know it can... Aaron knows that it can improve the skills of the person who drinks it, and players know it's +2 to any stat. Or you can, +2 to any stat.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. This is very valuable. Maybe I can use it to negotiate with them. Why? Okay, all right.
Or you could use it.
The goal is to make them kiss.
I can do that without potions.
What do you want more? 2 boys kissing or a stat increase? So this is what the DM is asking me. Okay.
A stat increase, duh.
It's not that easy.
I already have a plan to make them kiss. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you continue to look at your coin? Do you notice the other two throwing their coins in and getting... Well, Olive kind of got a shiny object.
Yeah, I did notice that because my falcon eyes are pretty big. So, like, I was concentrating on that coin because, like, it has a picture of me on it, too. So it's just like, is this a mirror? Is this a coin? What is this? Kind of. But then I see Olive get something shiny. So I'm just like, oh, that's how it works. You throw the shiny thing in there and get another one. Okay. Well, I want another one of these coins. And I throw the coin into the well.
Okay, roll a d8 for me.
3.
Nice. You get a shiny green potion bottle back.
Ooh.
And if you would like to, you can do an Arcana check. And Aaron, I'm assuming you're watching this. You can also do an Arcana check if you would like.
Sure.
Olive, you can do a history check with advantage.
16.
I have a -1 modifier, but I rolled a 17, so 16 as well for me.
21.
Nice. All 3 of you know exactly what this is. This is a potion of supreme healing.
Ooh, a shiny potion that also heals. Okay, this is better than what they had before. I turn it around to see the bottom. Does the bottom still have my face on it?
Yes, it does.
This is
And
way
like a
better
wax
than what they
seal.
had. Look, guys, it's a mirror, but it's not very. Look at this, and I just show it to them. So it's a supreme potion of supreme healing. Awesome.
And that is actually what it's called. So if you look it up for its stats, that's what it should be. So where do you guys go from there? You have at least 2 more glowing doors you can explore, or in front of you, now that you've completed the well, there is another hallway.
Let's do the other shining doors. This was a net positive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, doors are shiny, so they probably have shiny things behind it, like this one. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
So you have one to your right and one to your left.
Left.
Always left.
Yep.
Okay, Olive. This door is silver, similar to the one that you had to escape through, but it is cracked open, so you have no problem pushing it. If you all could do perception checks for me.
10.
Non-natural 20.
27.
Kess, there is a lot of shiny gold on the floor. Have fun.
Yep.
I'm assuming you
Just-
dive back in.
Yep.
Wonderful. Olive and Aaron, you notice a series of paintings on the wall, and they seem to be depicting the love story that the nanny told you. And it's of the 2 boys when they're young and they're best friends, and they're like holding little leaf teddy bears, and they're, hugging each other, and then they get a little bit older. And then at one point you see the not exchange of lovers, but one has a lover and the other is off to the side crying, and then the other one has a lover with them and they're off to the side crying. And then you see an image of a war and people battling, and then you see images of stupid contests like the cooking contest in the escape rooms, and you see one of a tug of war game. And finally, at the end, you see a torn portrait that is like someone took a knife between a portrait of the 2 kings next to each other.
Aaron, what do you make of these?
I think these are gonna be fuel. I'm gonna take them all off the wall and put them in my bag of holding.
All right. I think it sounds to me like when 2 people don't have the right timing, and like one of them is single and the other one's not, and then like then the other one's single and the first one's not, and then they just never really, like, the timing doesn't work out right, and they just never really get together. Like, kind of seems like that.
Yeah. And I think we're going to be battling this jealousy here. I think that's a big reason they haven't gotten together already, because they're both single now.
That's true. I mean, it takes a pretty small mind to choose spite instead of happiness. And these Fae, with all their slave capturing tendencies, seem to have small, idiotic minds. So I don't expect them to solve their own problems. They're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's what we're here for.
Stupid. At this point, I've perked up because, like, have I been able to take any of the stuff that's golden from the floor?
Can you give me a perception check?
Yeah. I will be a 19.
You find 10 more bracelets.
I put them all on.
You guys, don't drink that much.
I put them on one at a time. Just kidding. So, yeah, after I found the bracelets, I'm just like, ooh, more bracelets. But, yeah, I mean, anyone who takes prisoners and keeps slaves like that, I don't think they're very smart. Or binds people with ropes. Yeah, if they're the guys who made the stupid ropes, they're probably not very smart at all. So, yeah. You think someone was jealous of them?
Yeah. I mean, does the tapestry look like magically torn asunder, or like someone cut it with a knife? Are the edges singed as if by magical fire, or do they look like jagged, like there's fabric torn?
They look jagged, like someone took a knife to it.
I mean, this is a knife cut. You know, this is like a dull pair of scissors right here. I mean, there's no magical singeing at the edges, so the idea of a bad actor is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that if someone was jealous, they would have like slashed the portrait of people in love. It would make sense. Who do you think it was? Should we go kill them?
Hey, maybe. So, what are the list of people that we might kill? It could be, we've got Flaps McGee, the nanny. We've got Wood Nymph number 1, Becca. Wood Nymph number 2, unnamed. And the 2 Fae. And then Piney. And, of course, the Forest Guardian. Can't count her out. Because she is in a cage, possibly for a reason.
Well, it makes sense to be one of the nymphs. I don't think it was the nanny, because she's the one who... She wanted them to get together, but maybe she... Oh. What if she actually was jealous at some point, but then changed her mind after being cursed?
It's possible. I mean, my bet's on Becca. But yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, Becca seemed very tired. I don't know.
Let's wait and see. It might be somebody we haven't even met yet.
Yeah, could be. Don't know. Gonna have to find out. Hey, there's a lot of gold around here. Can I have this? And I start, like, putting it in my bag of holding. All right, I've got a bag of holding with pink hearts on it. I should have gold in it.
Yeah. Approximately how much gold is in this room?
100,000 gold.
I'll start taking a bunch of it, however much I can.
Well, we have bags of holding. We can carry it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have bags of holding.
Yeah. All right, I put a bag of holding amount of gold, which is like 33 grand. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Math, I think bags can hold an amount. But,
I think the bag of holding is fairly infinite.
Yeah, I think you can just take it all.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right, so we got the gold. We got some paintings. One more door?
Yes, there is one more glowing door.
Aaron's going to throw it open.
Stand in the middle of this behind the door that glowed, in the middle of this room, there's a chalice. And it is filling up and emptying out and filling up and emptying out. And Olive, you can tell from the smell that it is filling up with poison, dumping out, filling up with milk, and dumping out, and continuing that rotation. And the door does shut behind you, so you are trapped. Man, I can't finish my words today. You are trapped. What do you do? The chalice is very shiny.
Oh, Cass, that's shiny, but that's poison.
Oh.
Hey, Cass?
Yes? Yeah?
No, come back here. This way. Come on back.
I just...
Look, gold.
I was just touching it. Okay.
Come here. I give you some coins.
I just like do that like head bob thing at Olive.
Wait,
And then I
Olive,
just like fly over.
aren't you immune to poison?
I am, and I go over to the goblet and I drink the milk and the poison. And I'd like to point out that with purity of body, I'm immune to poison, damage, and the condition.
I need you to roll a d6.
Uh-oh. 6.
Olive, you disappear, and the chalice reappears on the pedestal.
Bye. Ah!
Olive, where did he go?
Okay.
I look at Aaron just like, well, you can't really see that my eyes are wide, but they are a bit wider. Like my pupils are like contracted. You can see that.
Can I see the difference between the poison and the milk?
Yeah, you can see when it fills up for like a minute, empties, fills up, empties.
Okay. Hey, Cass, come here.
Yeah? What is it?
I want you to open your mouth.
What are you going to do?
You'll see. This is always a good thing when someone says this.
Okay. Cass is going to trust Aaron so far because he helped her get out of that rope situation. So she's going to just like open her beak, crouch down a little bit and open her beak. You know how like baby birds do? That's kind of how she looks like. Yes? Now what?
As the chalice fills with milk, I'm gonna dump some in her mouth and then some into mine.
All right, I need you both to roll d6s.
Okay.
2.
5.
Y'all had a 1 in 6 chance. I just want to throw that out there, listeners. This is not me being a bad DM. They had a 1 in 6 chance. You both disappear.
Okay.
Okay.
So after you both disappear, you reappear and come to, and Olive is right next to you, and you are back in that hall.
Hey, guys. What happened?
Oh, I got white liquid poured into my mouth.
Aaron,
Yes.
what did you do?
I gave her milk. Calm down.
Okay.
It's funny because Cass has no idea, but I, the player, know exactly what I said.
Uh-huh. All right, so wait, we made it, right? It looks like none of us got hit with that 1 in 6 chance, whatever it was. Where are we?
You are back into the halls in front of the kings, and they are kind of staring at you. And the golden-haired one says, well, technically you passed. Technically. So I suppose I win. And he looks kind of smugly over at the aspen barked one, and he looks back and he says, do you want your prize? And he gestures over to where Piney and the Forest Guardian are.
Well, perhaps, but I think we need to talk about what we're actually trying to win here. We found some very interesting things. I am going to subtly cast Zone of Truth on this area, by the way. We create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius centered on the kings. Any creature entering... What?
This is brilliant. Keep going.
Yeah, I told you I had a plan. They have to make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, they can't tell a deliberate lie. And I will know whether or not every creature fails or succeeds. DC is 23.
Everybody fails. Everybody fails.
Okay.
Can I roll against it? What do I have to do?
Charisma saving throw against the 23.
That's not happening.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I'm a monk. 22. Darn it.
Okay,
right.
Yeah. Everybody got to tell the truth, except me. Ha. And I will start laying out the paintings and just talking about how it seems like whoever these two are, they seem to be so in love and maybe just a little confused and dating some other girl for a while, but clearly that's not, a real thing. And then there's this last painting with a slash through it, and I'm going to cast Mending on that and just bring them two together. Doesn't that look so nice, boys?
It's very
Truth
cute.
time.
Doesn't it make you feel anything?
Before the kings have a chance to talk, you hear Piney over in the corner go, "Friend, friend, I love you, friend, friend."
Yes, Frida?
Like, just blubbering. And one of the kings just kind of, the golden one just looks at you, and he kind of snaps his fingers, and he says, release their prize. And the dryads go over to take care of that. And the Aspen themed king looks over and he says, "Well, I suppose they are very cute together, yes, but..." And he's like fighting it, like you can see him fighting it. And he says, I do suppose I like him." And from the corner of your eye, I'm going to need a perception check.
All right. 12.
15.
18.
Yay. Instead of an elk coming through, you see just a woman walking through with Piney trailing behind her. And with your perception checks, you realize, after looking at the paintings, it's the same woman that was in the paintings with both of them when the other one was sad. And she kind of marches over and she says, "Do you see these idiots? These idiots trapped me because I told them they were being stupid, because I tried to get them together, and I tried to get them together through jealousy. Of course, that was a mistake. And do you see what they did to me?" And she's kind of like raging at this point.
Yeah, I agree. But idiot. Anyone who traps someone else is an idiot.
You had her at you were raging, really.
I kind of like rage with her as well. I just start like eventually it turns just into falcon calls.
I'm gonna say your plan wasn't the best plan.
Well, I mean, I am a trickster, and I did die after this, so to be fair.
Wow, what was that like?
Yeah, they did kind of ran into and tried to play a trick on a group of hunters. Didn't go real great. But that really nice mayor down in Gardyloop, like, brought me back. Wasn't really keen on it at first, but hey, I got to run a really cool maze until these two idiots kidnapped me. I'm sure all my plants have died by now.
I look at the two idiots and I ask, "Do you know that this elk and this lady are the same person, or do they look shocked?" Can I do an insight check on them?
Yes,
Are
insight
they both
check.
like my ex-girlfriend?
Well, they have to tell the truth.
Oh yeah. That's a 27 insight. Do they look surprised that the elk is the lady?
They don't look surprised. They look very pissed off. And they're kind of like, "It was you the whole time? You. And they're just very angry. And you get the feeling that they both would not have dated her had they known it was her when they dated her. So you get the feeling that she pulled some magic shenanigans.
Wow, you had a really bad plan. You could have magic shenanigans them to date each other. Okay, alright. So, Aspen.
Yes. That's not my name, but yes, that's my theme.
Oh, okay, what's your name?
My name is Kingwood White.
Okay, King Woodwhite. And what's your name?
Sundew Goldleaf.
King?
Well, of course I'm a king.
Okay.
I just don't go around proclaiming it everywhere.
Okay, the gold one annoys me more. How do you feel about King Woodwhite?
And he's like fighting the spell, and then he's just like, "Well, I'm in love with him, of course." And he like smacks his hands over his face.
Ah, so at least one of you wants to mate.
King Woodwhite, how do you feel about King Sundew Goldleaf?
And he says, "Well, I've loved him since I was 15." And then he does the same, like it's comically, it's like a comic routine that they planned, but you can tell they didn't plan, but they make the same expression as they clap their hands over their mouth.
If you were in love, how would that change how you treat the other person?
Sundew starts talking and he says, "Well, we wouldn't have to do these stupid games. I don't know why he insists upon them anyways. It's not like, I mean, we've been in love for ages," and like he's blurting, and he does this for like a good 2 minutes, and Woodwhite looks over it and he says, I've been doing these games as a stupid... You were doing these games as a stupid way to get my attention.
Well, does he have your attention now?
Well, yes, of course. And they can't tell that you cast a spell, right?
I don't know. I can tell whether or not they pass or fail, but it doesn't say whether they know the spell has been cast.
I'm going with... They kind of look back and forth like, why are you telling the truth? Why are you telling the truth? But they can't tell, like, why they're telling the truth. With your 26 save. And they just kind of keep pouring their hearts out to each other, and finally they look at you and they say, All
right, so here's the deal about love. Love can motivate you to do good things, and it can motivate you to do bad things. What you want to do is use that emotion to be kind to one another. And if you happen to be kinder and stop taking slaves, hey, that would benefit everybody. But you could be in a relationship with this person and still be unhappy, even though you're both in love. So being in love isn't really the answer. It's, are you going to, now that you've learned that your love is reciprocated, change how you treat one another?
I suppose. And Sundew holds out his arm and he says, I guess, do you want... Were you lying? And he turns back to you guys. Were you lying about our nanny? We really were told she was dead.
Oh no, she's very alive.
Yeah, she said she was your nanny. And she described this story that we saw in the tapestries. I would assume it's her.
Oh, and Sundew holds out his hands and he says, I guess first date to rescue our nanny? And Woodwhite kind of turns to him, rolls his eyes and says, well, shall we? And then they grab hands and they disappear. And the dryads are like clapping, and Becca turns to you, Olive, and she's like, finally, thank God. I wasn't sure how many more of these stupid games we were going to have to do.
All right.
Would you like to go home?
Is there a reason why you never told them that they liked one another, Becca?
You try telling two kings who rule your kingdom and could kill you at any point in time or put you in as a prize for a stupid game that they're in love with each other when they're so in denial. Yes, you do that. You do that and tell me how it turns out.
I just did. Mic drop.
And with that, you guys have the blackout again, and you end up back at the guild. You have your bracelets, but they are now loose enough for you to get off.
Oh, thank God. I take it off. One is too many. I look at Cass.
I am not taking them off.
Do you have like 16 now?
I think so, yeah. I think it's 18 because I had like 10 from that last room, and then I had 8 from before that, so I have 18 of those bracelets now.
Just remember, kids, if you're playing Fire Breathing Kittens, the drinking game, don't do all those at once.
No.
Yeah,
Even over 3 hours.
If you had 18 drinks over 3 hours, like I'm smart serve certified. That is not good for you.
No, you're doing water is what you're doing.
Yeah.
And with that, today we were joined by Aaron.
Hi.
Kess.
Hello. I learned a lot of things today.
And Olive.
Love is a path of kindness.
Bye.
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 Well, hello, fellow travelers to the podcast airwaves. I'm Nathan.
I'm Jake.
I'm Jamie.
And oh, look what's this. Why, it's something we made I'd like to tell you about. It's Knight's Quest.
Knight's Quest is a fantasy RPG podcast where the three of us use dice and our imaginations to write a story together.
We're putting some wacky characters through whatever situations we can think of to tell an interesting story, and it's improvised, so we don't even know where it's going to go next.
Sometimes we buy socks. Sometimes we talk about bread. And sometimes we accidentally summon the god of chaos.
Just an average Friday here on Knight's Quest.
And with an original musical score for every episode, you won't want to miss anything that's happening in our story here at Knight's Quest, every other Friday, wherever podcasts can be found.
Yeah, we'll play some dodgeball and we'll get thrown in the dungeon by the king. It's fine. We'll do it all here on Knight's Quest.
Have you ever wondered why the world is so shitty? Or have you ever just wanted to hear laughing and telling a story? Or have you watched popular TV shows like Euphoria or WandaVision? If you answer yes to any of these questions, I have the perfect podcast for you to listen to. Life's a Chore started in 2019 with 3 best friends, Shataya being myself, Dalton, and Markway. If you wanted to know about a new podcast, nice and fresh, listen to Life's a Chore.
Tangents with Toby provides an unrehearsed, unedited masterpiece as he drives. Without knowing his topic till actual time of recording, his skills of one-take recording makes him stand out. Driving in the southeast part of Saskatchewan, his show is unmatched. So let's tune in and see what his topic is on Tangents with Toby.